We are live with episode 1 of the Approved Adventures of Allhaven, presented by Heroes Approved. A cyber fantasy western genre mashup of insanity. This is this game system, I should say, right off the top. We're using a system called Mutants and Masterminds / DC Adventures. It's a crazy system where literally anything is possible. There's no classes or anything like that. So we have all created characters with just kind of unique abilities. They can all do weird, wonderful stuff. I thought it was a good system for a strange genre mashup such as this. Yeah, that's basically it. We're all new to this system.
Very new.
I think everybody except for me has never played this before, and I haven't played this game in 7 years. So, do
I'm very excited of what's to come.
Yeah, do be aware that the game might be for this episode and a couple episodes, we all might be getting used to rules and things like that. I have not worked out any channel point stuff yet. So in fact, actually, while I'm thinking of it, let me go over here to that so you guys don't accidentally redeem anything that's not going to be worthwhile this week.
Nice. Hey, you want to throw Domilton's art above his screen real quick?
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, because I'm excited. I think we're going to be learning this together, so I'm super excited.
Definitely are.
Yeah, this is going to be a freaking blast, man. New system. Well, I guess it's not really new, but it's new to all of us, right? So
this is new.
Yeah. Like, actually, very cool, man. Very cool.
Let me add this real quick. Sorry about that. I didn't realize that he didn't have the overlay. So this is all you guys
I'm sorry, my
talk
computer's
about. No, hey, no worries, dude. I just didn't even notice it. And I didn't know like which box you were gonna be in. I meant to put it on there. Second.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't know what box I'm gonna be in either.
Hey, substances.
Dion. Hi. What's up, friend?
Goodness, all of a sudden the screen got smaller.
Yeah, it did. It did.
What got smaller? What?
All right, there you go.
For anybody who wants to know, this is what it looks like on the back end of putting stream together.
Yeah. This is exactly what it looks like. But now if I just copy this, and then I can paste a reference and move him down. This.
Nice.
I shan't move my S. I will be right here.
Well,
look at
I
that.
will do that one.
Our beautiful game master right there, front and center. Oh, hey, no, get me off the screen.
Alright, let's go to him. Alright, paste a reference for that, but we gotta put him in this box. Make that, and then put him below the thing, and we did it!
Yay!
We did it, guys!
Hey.
All the scenes are done.
Pretty.
Woo.
We did it, guys.
Hey, and you know what? Since I showed off all the rotating stuff, why don't we go through a little bit of narrative stuff? Let's just hop right into this. You guys are currently in the world of do we have a name for the world itself? We have a town called Allhaven, Is the
Oh, let's just go with all the redundancy.
so
Yes.
the world is also
Allhaven,
Allhaven.
Allhaven.
Yeah.
Is a city of Allhaven.
I think this is a Djibouti kind of situation where the capital of Djibouti is Djibouti. The capital of Allhaven is Allhaven.
There you go.
Djibouti. I live at 1221 Djibouti Street, Djibouti. Just how many levels of nesting can we have?
I don't know how many
Right.
levels of
If we
Allhaven we
want.
can have, but let's not stop now.
Right? Oh man. All right,
I
so
want
yeah,
redundancy.
we are all denizens of the world of Allhaven. Currently, Joe Dirt, ready
Joe
to the
Dirt.
party. Hey,
Joe
welcome in,
Dirt.
everybody. You're just in time. We got started a little late, and then I had to do some scene stuff, but you know how it goes.
Hello.
But we're
Sorry.
here.
That's all my fault.
We are just starting the actual adventure. Like I said, real quick recap for the new people coming in. This is a cyber fantasy western setting. Basically think steampunk western, but with like wizards and orcs and stuff. We are using a role-playing system called Mutants and Masterminds 3rd edition / DC Adventure. That's the actual books that I have, but the DC Adventures role-playing system is powered by Mutants and Masterminds. It is a classless system where you build your own powers based on various like Lego block kind of like pieces, where you get to like add your own descriptors and stuff. So like the damage a gun does is the same kind of damage that a punch does. It's just described differently within the game. So the game allows you all the freedom to create whatever kind of character you want. As we will see throughout this series, we all have very wildly different characters. Like, it's pretty crazy. Like,
Very
the
true.
stuff that we have planned in our characters is crazy. But without
didn't
further ado, speaking of characters, we have all somehow come to the town of Mercy, this oasis in the desert. And from Mercy, we're traveling on a train down to the city of Allhaven, which is a trading hub that kind of connects the eastern cities over here with the cities in the middle of the continent. It is the biggest and sort of maybe the unofficial capital of this little island continent. Distances are pretty big. It's a fairly large place. You can see from Allhaven to Dune, the city of golden dwarves, is about 400 miles or so. Allhaven to Mercy is about 150 or so miles. So these things are not right next door to each other. But yeah, for various reasons, we have all come from Mercy or through Mercy or whatever down to the city of Allhaven. And we are currently on a train ride heading down to Allhaven. So I'm going to move us over to this train map here. Let's see this
Ooh.
cool...
Fantastic.
Fancy train.
This may or may not be Turkey's first time working with Roll20, so I'm very excited. This is new to me.
This is all new to me.
Spoiler alert, you may never want to use it ever again. I'm kidding.
He's not wrong.
How do I think this is better? Let's
It's
do this.
chaotic as hell, but it
A lot
just
of-
takes time to get used to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
So we're traveling on this
train.
and I want to go through one by one
This is the
for
biggest train
a
I've ever
couple of people here as we introduce our characters. So first up, Thaco. Let them know, who are you playing?
well. My name is Ty, the Tinkerer Zoj. I'm a gnome who, well, I was working on this magical project with some energy crystals, and it kind of blew up, and I got crushed under a whole bunch of machinery and almost died. I lost an arm and both my legs, which have been replaced by prosthetics, and I've been trying to, make better prosthetics because the stuff that we have to work with kind of sucks. So, traveling around the continent, I found a few things that I can work with, and in trying to make these new prosthetics, I found out that I can actually manipulate them using my mind.
Nice.
What
And
incarnate?
I happened to be in Mercy because I had just visited the Silica Bastion, trying to get some information on how their magitech works.
Heck yeah. Moving right along, Dom, Dungeons and Dom. Who are you?
Oh yeah. I'm kidding. It's not fancy time. The bait and switch. Oh,
I mean, that
greetings and
voice may be more
salutations.
appropriate.
Well, I'm not exactly a skull. I mean, not I can't think. Jesus Christ. I just got back home from work. I apologize.
It's okay, buddy. We're all
Damn. Where fuck.
You have to follow Taco. That's a lot to follow.
Yeah.
Man. I get it.
You killed it,
No.
man.
I'm sitting here like, what do I say?
It's a big codpiece to fill.
Yes, my codpiece is very big.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Dr. Fatendrunk. If you pronounce it wrong, I will write a strongly worded letter. I am also known as the Mind Flayer in some communities, but that's when things get a little heated. I have a very brilliant mind. I have been told that I can ascertain things about people. I'm not really sure what to call it yet. I believe the running term right now is called psychology. And I can also
Psychology
speak
is
every
not a real
single
science.
language.
Speak everything.
Not a real
I may kill that man.
science.
Anyway, when I'm not helping out people for the greater good, I'm usually doing a little bit of light reading. I've been working my way through the dictionary for the 11th time.
The 11th time. Damn. Some
Still
Oh,
hasn't gotten
today,
past an
actually.
A.
The 11th time today, actually.
So I feel like
It's-
maybe your character has a little bit of OCD, perhaps.
Not necessarily, but if you don't put things back where they're supposed to be, I may explode your mind. Everything's
You
fine.
say explode.
Yeah, when you
Boom.
say
I-
explode my mind, what does that mean?
I like explosions.
Well, let's hope it doesn't get to that. If you need me, I'll be in the corner.
Very nice. And we have Spooky Sprinkles.
Yes. My name is Carla Kuntz. I don't have the best reputation. Most people know me as Chaos Cannon. Because I like chaos and I like to blow shit up. Yeah, I get bored easy. I like to see things explode, and I can make things. I got this power when I was a kid. I don't know exactly where it came from, but I can make things happen, and it feeds right into my chaotic nature, and people don't seem to like me for it.
Nice. From there, we're gonna keep my character and Turkey's character under wraps a little bit. We're gonna be introduced just a little bit later. But for now, we're gonna cut away from the players The train is traveling through the desert. It's traveling, at a pretty good steampunky clip, probably 50 or so, 45, 50 miles an hour, traveling through the desert. And we cut to a wide shot, right? We can see the mesas in the distance. You see the puff of the smoke of the train coming towards us. And as we sort of pan our camera down in our mental movie that we're, trying to describe here, imagine a group of people. They've got horses, maybe a steam wagon or something, and they're on the top of like a cliff, right? You can see these people. They're wearing dark colored clothing. They've got dark cowboy hats, red bandanas covering their faces. But the most important factor for these people is that they have these large brass and copper ribbed leather wing packs on their backs. And as the train starts coming in towards a ravine that you can see that the train is currently in on our actual map here, this large group of, I don't know, let's see, about a dozen people start running like along the edge of the cliff and jump one after another off of the cliffside with these metallic leather gliders, and they all fly down and land right on the actual train itself. I need wrong layer. Hold on a second. So all these like wingsuits, like winged guys, they land on top of the train cars here. Through the rushing wind and stuff, you can see that the guy right up here, he's got like a leather duster on, and his hat's a little bit bigger than the rest and a little bit more fancy. He picks up, or he doesn't like pick up, but he like reaches down to his belt and he pulls out a glowing like rectangular crystal. He taps on it twice and he holds it up to his mouth and he says, "All right, gents, just like we practiced, blow the roof off this joint and grab whatever you can." At which point, he.
I'm sorry,
like,
what?
Yeah. At this point, in the front of the train car here, this guy kicks open a roof hatch, grabs another item off of his belt, rips a pin out of it with his teeth, and drops it down into the hole. I'm
Good
gonna
night.
go to the token layer here. Let's reveal who's in this part. This train car has, let's put the bandits up here. This train car, we're gonna get the rolls started. This train car,
This Roll20 shit is insane, man.
Oh, it can be.
What in tarnation? I tell you what.
yeah, this
Man,
train
I gotta
car
say, stand ready. You
has-
may not have my hat. If you want my hat, you're gonna have to shovel me first.
you're gonna have to shovel me for it. Hell yeah.
I don't know of that term. Is that supposed to be a sexual thing, or do you quite literally mean shoveling?
It's 100% sexual.
Well, yeah, no, well, quite literally, I still shovel. Man.
I'm into shoveling myself.
All right. Spooky.
I
if you would
feel like there is context I am missing in this situation.
Spooky, if you could, please open up your character sheet and roll a fortitude check for me. So on the main stats page there, You scroll down a
The
little
first
bit.
roll
So
of the approved
fortitude.
edition of all campaign.
14. Hell yeah.
First roll,
Yeah,
and it wasn't horrible. It's good.
Let me
that's good.
check its equipment.
Man,
You-
I know my brain was good, but apparently my hearing's good. I'm hearing two of turkey.
I
guess I'm
garbled.
I catch 2 of him too.
Yeah, it's because him and Spooky are in the same
Your
Oh, we
area.
didn't put the door up.
so you so the little canister that's I don't know, about the size of a soda can in real life, kind of plunks down like next to you as like the top like hatch gets kicked open. You kind of look up. There's a guy in like a black hat and a red bandana covering his face. You see him pull down the bandana for a little bit. He pulls the pin of this thing out and throws it down into the hole. It kind of bounces back towards this old guy with a long white beard and mustache. And then it goes, and the cabin starts filling up with smoke. People start coughing and gagging, but you're able to resist for this first round. And I'm gonna roll. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other people here. They're all gonna roll their own checks. Hey, some of these guys are actually
Natural 20.
pretty resistant here.
I'm so proud of them.
Let me see here. So this is technically a surprise round, as you guys are not aware of everything going on quite yet. But let me see. So double checking. So the way these things work in Mutants and Masterminds, this is not like normal D&D where people have hit points and stuff. Effects are all based on degrees of success and failure. So I have to look at my character sheet here. So the DC for this smoke grenade thing that I'm throwing in is a DC 14. So we're gonna say that one of the two orcs, this lady and the dwarf are fine because they all got 18, 20, and a 15. This old man, I'm gonna say, got the 4 because why not? He's an old man and he may not have the best fortitude anymore. And I'm gonna say one of the
I believe
orcs.
the name for him would be cannon fodder.
And so this particular canister is a sleep grenade. It is like a sleepy time gas. 1 degree of failure with a 12. We're gonna say the orc right closest to the canister has become fatigued. I'm gonna put a purple dot on him so that we know. Actually, I'm gonna put a purple dot on him with the number 1, and then the old man breathes deeply and he just passes the fuck out. This same scene plays out basically among the other carriages as well. So let's see who is in cabin
Truck number 2. Cabin number 2.
Selected too many things. Oops. Dang it.
There's nobody in there.
Oh, there is. It's just when I select like group select like that, it also selects the tokens that are underneath the train car.
I'm familiar with Roll20.
Yeah, right. What can you do? So Thaco, you're in this cabin. Go ahead and give me a fortitude save. Dom, you're
This is gonna
in
suck.
this back cabin here.
Yes, indeed I am.
So you can go ahead and give me a
See what I can
fortitude
do here.
roll as
Oh, nat
well.
20. I got a
Natural
7
20.
though.
Dude, hell yeah. A 7.
I heard them doing this from a mile away.
You did. Dom, you're fine. You're not fatigued or anything. Unfortunately, Thako, right off the bat, my friend, you are exhausted. You breathe in this sleep gas. You start to feel drowsy. I will tell you, you will be able to
When you
make
start to feel hypno.
yeah, you'll be able to make fortitude checks every turn here. We're gonna roll initiative in just a second, but you will be able to roll fortitude checks at the at the start of your turn. Every degree of success drops you down a level of failure. So like if you succeed by 1 degree, you'd go from exhausted to fatigued. If your next roll is like a critical hit, you're just done. Like you're not exhausted anymore at all. Let me look up conditions here. Exhausted means you are impaired, which is a -2 penalty on checks, and you're hindered. You move at a -1 speed rank. So your speed is halved. You can only move 3 squares, and you'll have a -2 to checks. I will roll some dice here. Yeah, I don't know everything about this game. This may be a little more brutal than I intended it to be. But let's go ahead. You guys click on your actual character token. And then you can go into your character sheet and roll initiative.
Right-click a token and choose Add a Turn. You can also use the shortcut C, Control U.
If you just click on your actual character, just left-click on your character, you should be able to go in and
11 for the kid.
Initiative. Did it do something?
No.
Of
I'm gonna
course they get
roll-
a natural 20.
Oh no, they rolled a 19.
Make them hurt anyhow.
And then
Oh, hey, I resemble that wrong. What the fuck? No
Oh, I
rewards. Sorry, Nixel. Yeah, you weren't. You must not have been here at the beginning of the stream, Nix. We have no stream rewards tonight. Simply because we're all new to this game and not exactly sure what the channel reward should even be yet.
Speaking of that, where do I find this token thing? That's why I wasn't doing the initiative thing.
So if you just on the map, if you click on your specific picture in the first cabin there, the little pink token, if you click on it, you should see 3 bubbles pop up.
One random one.
And yeah, so if you're watching like the stream, you'll see like 3 bubbles pop up on your character there, like the top red, green, and blue bubbles, and like the 2 little ones at the bottom. Once you see that on your screen, go to your character sheet. I'll open up the ghost here, my character. If you scroll down, it's on the left-hand side, and it says big button that says initiative, and you click on that, and it should put you on the turn order.
Let's try this again.
Speaking.
There you go.
There we go.
Got it.
So I'm going to
Report is our pretty faces. That's right. Daco, you tell them.
So Turkey, since we are not currently revealed as to where we are in the scene quite yet, I'm gonna put our characters up in the right-hand corner of the screen.
Okay.
Just the far upper right-hand corner of the map. We get onto the initiative order that way, and then once it actually comes time for our actual turns, we'll be able to move our characters to where we should be.
All right.
Let's see. Tinker, Mind Flayer, 2 groups of bandits. I'm just gonna have a lot, like, 2 separate groups of bandits go on the same turn. Bandit Captain, Cannon, Shoveler, Ghost. I think that's everybody on the turn order. Let's go. Descending. Hey, okay. Right off the bat, the Shoveler, it is your turn. Now, if you need, you remember what we talked about beforehand, right? And the introduction that we worked out.
Yes. Yes. You're talking to me? Yes. Yes, indeed.
All right. So yeah, you and I are on top of train car 3. Feel free to just place your character on top of any of those 5 bandits. When you see the train car open up, like the hatch on top, when you see that train car reveal that this is not what you signed up for. This is not what you signed up for.
Carnation?
Yeah, you were told that this job was robbing a bank train, not a passenger train. This is 100% a passenger train. And not at all what you signed up for.
Well, I did not sign up for this.
Characters right there. I would say, yeah, you said this was going to be a bank job, not a just highway robbery.
Yeah, what in carnation? You think we're going to rob some innocents? You think they even got money? This was supposed to be a bank job. I did not sign up for this.
The other banditos on top of the car with us, kind of shouting over the wind. They're like, "Real people, bank money, what's the difference? We're gonna get paid, you cowards!"
Well, there's a difference, and I will not stand for this. Me and my shovel, this will not do. Also, it's like, I think, Dom, I don't know if your mic's like next to a fan or something, but I can hear it, and it's giving me visuals of us standing on this moving train. Like,
Yeah.
I am not near a fan, so I don't know where that's coming from.
It was just like, it's great. It's great.
Unless I was literally just me close enough for you guys to pick up my breathing.
No, it's like
Anything I could think of.
but it goes
No,
away
it
when
was just
you
like a low humming. It sounded like there's like
It does sound like you're
like a fan.
outside on the train.
I was like,
Yeah.
what is doing with sound effects right now? That's great. And I love it.
Oh, businessman on a business call. So yeah, is there any actions you want to do? The guys on the top are calling us cowards for not wanting to rob innocent people on a train. If there's any actions or anything you would like to take, you get a standard action on your turn and a move action on your turn, plus as many reactions as necessary. But obviously reactions are things that are triggered by other events. So you can't just be like, I'm gonna do a reaction right now, because those are things that need to be like triggered by stuff.
Okay, well, this guy right here in front of me called me a coward. And if there's one thing that Tom Thomas is not, that's a coward. I'm going to hit this guy off the train with my shovel. Right off the train. That's what I'm going to do.
So do you have a power that like shoves people?
The shoveler does not have a shove power. No.
No, damn.
I gotta hit him. I need to get. The shoveler doesn't have a shove power. What the heck? That's funny.
Hello, Scott.
Hello, Scott. Welcome, friend.
Oh wait, you can actually shove, and you can trip people. So it is an attack versus parry. If you succeed in hitting them, you have to roll. It becomes then you roll again, and it's an opposed athletics or acrobatics check, and each person decides individually which they roll. So if you want to try and trip this guy off the train, you can definitely try to do that.
Okay,
basically, you give up doing actual damage for tripping them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of him. Get him out of here, man. Yeah, well, I got a 15. I'm doing it with the shovel, so I roll a shovel hit, right?
Yeah. So yeah, you roll a shovel. You rolled a 15. The bandito's parry is only a 12. So you do hit him. I'm rolling athletics. You can roll acrobatics or athletics, whichever one you prefer. But whoever gets the higher number on the acrobatics check will determine the outcome of this. So I got a 17. You got a 23. You trip this guy. He falls, kind of rolls off the side here, and just fucking gets thrown just right off the train. He is no longer in play.
Now where's the Scalaluigi? Wow!
Would you like to move at all? If not, we will move on to the Bandito's turns.
No, I'm good up here, I think.
Bandito.
All right, cool. We'll move along then to some of the Banditos. These guys are gonna hop down into the train car here. As are the guys on train car 2. I've split these guys up into 2 separate initiatives. That way I'm not overwhelming people, right? With like so many attacks all on one turn. But the scene's pretty much the same in both train cars. The bandits are saying something. Actually, hold on. One of these guys is gonna stay up here. The bandits are basically shouting through the smoke and stuff. You know, they got their little masks on, so they're protected from the sleeping effects of the smoke. And they're shouting to the people who are still awake. Hand over all your money, hand over your valuables, and no one will get hurt. They start moving, like this guy starts moving to the back of the train here. This guy's like in the alley, in the aisleway there.
I can almost visualize this.
What was that?
I can almost visualize this. They got revolvers.
Yeah, they have like little like 32 snub nose like revolvers. Just little like pea shooters. I still have to roll some of these fortitude checks. How many people is in cabin 2 other than
I don't know, man. Do it in a lump sum.
Yeah, let's roll 3 and then 3 more. So 2 people are asleep and one guy is sort of like fatigued. You see like the bandits start just rummaging through. So this is you specifically, Thaco. You start seeing people rummage. One of the bandits rummaging through like the sleeping people's like pockets. You know, like finds like a gold pocket watch, kind of like turns it over, rips it off the guy's button on his vest, like sticks it in a satchel. You know, that kind of thing. To both Thaco and Spooky, you guys got, you know, little, you know, 5-chamber revolvers, you know, stuck in your face. People shouting at you to give over your valuables. If talking is a free action, so if there's any like thing specific that you guys want to say or like start to prepare on this turn, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, we will move on here.
I'm gonna take and start working on my one little ability here and change my right arm prosthetic into the energy cannon.
Cool. So yeah, that's another thing. Like reactions, if you have them, those can happen on anybody's turn, just like in D&D. They don't have to happen on your turn.
So if I
Spooky.
wanted to,
I'm keeping my hand in my sleeve so that it's not apparent, but I'm turning it into the energy cannon.
Right. Okay.
if I wanted to, could I create a grenade on because I want to make it, but I want it to look like a hat.
I don't think your creation power is a.
Do I have to wait?
Yeah, let me just double
Okay.
check. I don't. It's. Yeah,
There's
you
red
don't have the
and-
reaction modifier on the create grenade, so that's a standard
Okay.
action.
So I'm
to
gonna
do.
sit here and just look pretty.
You're just gonna stay there, it's quiet. All right. We're gonna move on. Bandito captain, the guy at the front end of the train here, who's doing a cooler costume than everybody else. He kind of just shouts down. You can see him, Sprinkles. You're basically right below him. He's looking at through this little cylindrical window thing that he little patch that he kicked off. He's looking down there. He's like, come on, you rascals, get their shit and get moving. Our escape routes are coming up quick. That's his turn. Tinkerer, the guy in front of you here, this guy, he's shouting at you. He's like, come on, little guy, come on, give me all your money, empty them pockets, sucker.
Can't move. And I'm gonna shift my duster to the side so he can see the prosthetic legs. I can't move. You made it so they don't work.
He's like, well, all right, if you can't move, then I'm just gonna have to move you myself. And he puts his gun back in his holster and starts to reach for your pockets, start to pat you down and stuff.
As soon as his hands land on me, I'm gonna blast him with the energy blast.
Hell yeah! Make an attack check with that energy blast. For me.
This one does have an affliction rank to it of DC 15, so if it hits, he's gonna have to make a fortitude save.
Cool.
And that's a 26.
Totally.
Nice, dude.
Bandito does not have the best fortitude at all. I believe that's at least 15 lower, right? So
He is completely incapacitated.
He's incapacitated. Hell yeah. I believe. Let me just double check incapacitated here. Incapacitated is defenseless, stunned, and unaware, usually prone. So yeah, you just basically knock this dude out, just in one go. So I'm gonna put on the. Let's do this little guy here. And I'm also, whoops, I can actually see them. I'm gonna turn him upside down too, so that we know not only is he prone, but he's also incapacitated. He's unconscious. You blast this guy. He staggers back into the aisle and then just collapses. He kind of hits the lady in the aisle across from you. She's like, ah! As he his hand flops and smacks her elbow as he crumples to the ground. You do
He touched the wrong bit.
You do have a move action if you wish to move. Otherwise, I think
Fall down. I'm gonna fall over into the aisle next to the guy, so it looks like he was trying to maneuver me, and we both fell over, but he fell unconscious.
yeah, he hit his head. All right,
Yeah.
so are you going prone with him? All right, cool. I'll put the little prone icon on you as well. That is gonna bring us to the character that I play, the Ghost, Calvin Beck. Actually, real quick here, I forgot to do this. Let me go over to Turkey. Turkey, introduce your character. Describe your character. I got carried away with the combat and everything.
Well, yeah, you did. I tell you, it's exciting stuff down here in All Haven. I don't know how much I should say, but I am Thomas. People know me as the shoveler. Turns out I'm real good at shoveling. I've got a real nice shovel that can shovel the shovel out of any shovel you ever seen when you're shoveling. And I tell you that much. I'm the shoveler, but you can refer to me as Mr. Tom Thomas. Just don't call me Tom the Train. I don't like that very much, but you can call me Tom the Shoveler Thomas. That's right. That's me. I'm a miner. All right. I'm just trying to make some money and do what I can to do. And I will not hurt an innocent man. And do not call me a coward.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, right.
And as we are going to be playing on multiple channels, and I will be a player at some point. I also have a character. I play Calvin Beck.
What do you mean, Peon? I am the shoveler, all right? I do mine in my spare time for gold. I mean, that's what you do out here in the ye old West. But I am the shoveler. I don't question it.
Yeah, the shoveler, not a shoveler. He is
the
ultimate shoveler.
Let the record show that right now, it is the current time. It would not be the ye old West. Currently living in it.
The ye current West.
Yeah.
We live in the ye current West.
This is the ye current West. Right?
That is my only addendum to the docket. Everything else stands. Back to you, Mr. Thomas Shoveler.
Thank you, Dr. Fadden Drunk. All right.
I will kill you.
I am Tom.
I will not think about it.
Right.
I'll do it.
I'm here with the Ghost, all right. We came here. We was hired to do a job. We was not told we was going to be hurting any innocents. We was not told, all right. Me and the Ghost came here. We know each other. You see, the Ghost knows metal, and I know how to get it, being the shoveler that I am. And it turns out that we're hitting innocents around here, so we're going to get rid of these guys on this train.
Hell yeah. Speaking of which, my character is Calvin Beck, otherwise known as the Ghost. I work with the shoveler. We track down precious metals, try and find them. Like he said, I know where they are. Anywhere within a 2-mile radius, I can tell you exactly where metal is, how much metal there is, and what kind of metal there is. I can also use sort of I hesitate to say telepathic powers, but kind of think of like Magneto style stuff. Like I can manipulate metal, like make it float, throw it at people, manipulating it at a distance. It's kind of my whole shtick. But they call me the Ghost because I got lost in the desert many years ago, and one of the desert shaman. There's a group of bug folk out in the far west. One of their shaman found me and nursed me back to health and taught me about the various healing herbs and sages. One of them, when I roll it up into a cigarette that I call a death stick, my body collapses on the ground and my spirit astral projects for up to 30 seconds.
I want whatever the name
the Ghost. But for right now, on my turn, I'm siding with the shoveler here. I ain't taking guff from no banditos.
That's right.
I'm reaching into my satchel on the side of my person. It's like a messenger bag, kind of satchel like thing. And
Jones had one.
I'm a pull out a handful of railroad spikes, those long ass nails that they use, and I'm a fucking try and pepper one of these dudes with the metal spikes here. I'm gonna attack him with my move metal power check. I only got a 12, but I do believe that might be enough. Yeah, their dodge DC is only an 11. So let me double check my damage DC here. So my damage DC is 23. This guy has to roll toughness. He fails by 2 degrees of failure. This guy right here. Let's see.
See you later, Skyluigi.
Oh, fuck my bye, Scott.
There we go. I'm gonna put this broken shield on him for the -1 he has against further damage resistance checks, and damage at level 2 also makes him dazed. So dazed is he can only make a single action on his turn. Just a single standard action. That means he can either like shoot us with his gun or move. Like he could change his standard action to a move action if he wants, but he can only do one or the other. For dazed, I'm thinking maybe this like head. It's kind of hard for you guys to see on the screen, but maybe if I zoom in, you can see broken shield 1. He has a -1 to further damage resistance, and he's dazed. For combat, gonna do that for my turn. And just sort of reiterate to what Turkey said and be like, there's a huge difference between robbing people and robbing a bank. That bank's got insurance. It's a victimless crime. But these people are starting a new life down in All Haven, and we can't rob them of their opportunities.
That's right.
That is going to bring us over to the Mind Flayer, who is in the car right below what's going on here. The smoke grenade like went into your cabin. And again, I need to roll a couple d20s here. The entire left side, or sorry, the entire right side of the train car, the one that the people opposite of you, they're all asleep. The guy behind you's like starting to like be a little woozy, but you and the 2 dwarves in the front of the train are perfectly okay right now. You expect that there's maybe supposed to be people coming in at some point, but nobody's entered the train car right now. Give me a perception check. I think it's perception. Let me double check perception
some
check.
type of skill that would allow me to perceive what is happening here.
Oh, you do have a
awareness,
a power, yeah. Well, perception is for like being able to hear things and stuff. But if you want
a lot of my powers revolve around more of like using my mental capacity. I believe for perception, I believe it's just a regular roll for me.
Okay.
But I did roll a 15.
A 15. Yeah. So for what you've heard so far, you've heard some muffled shouting. You know, it's kind of hard over the wind. But you can hear arguing up there. You can tell that there's like banditos and stuff. Like you could probably, from your vantage point, you could probably see this gentleman up here who's like right next to the hatch that's been opened. Who's kind of like, he just got peppered with like railroad spikes. They're kind of sticking out of his like shoulders and like one of his arms right now. He's kind of like he's like trying to keep his balance. But the arguing on there, you can see like maybe there's some tension with the guys that are like invading this train car. And before you saw him get hit with those nails, you heard a loud thump, like a body or something, like a heavy object hitting the roof of the train car and rolling off the side. You may even, if these things have windows, you may have even seen a body fall off this side and fly off, off the side. But you have, so you're perfectly fine. You're not succumbing to the gas on this turn. Also, sorry, Thako, can you make another fortitude check for me? I forgot to do that on your turn. A 15. That is 1 degree of success. You go from exhausted to just fatigue.
Nope. I got a 13.
That 15 was from my perception check. You rolled a 13 for his fortitude.
1 degree. Okay, you're not.
That's 1 degree of failure.
Yeah, it's 1 degree of failure, but you're fine. You just stay where you are for that. This isn't like cumulative or anything. You can get better from it, but you're not going to get worse just by failing again. Okay.
With all this ruckus that has been happening around here, would I be able to make it topside?
Yeah, you can make it topside. It would be just an athletics check. You'd like have to like step up like on a bench, to like reach the hatch and then kind of like pull yourself up. So it's not going to be a very I'm not very athletic, but I will do my best in this situation. It's not going to be terribly difficult. Well, a 3 is not. You step up onto the bench and start you grab the edge of the thing and start pulling yourself up. One of the banditos kind of sees you. He's like, "Oh no, you ain't coming up here!" And he starts stomping at your hands. So you just let go, and drop back down, into the train car. You're not prone or anything, but you're just standing there below the hatch now.
Well, if that's what's going to happen, if you're not gonna let me come up there, then I won't let you come down here. So I act like I'm reaching into underneath one of the benches, and as I'm doing it, I'm making an illusion of basically like a spike pit trap, right at the bottom of the hatch. So if they look down, they basically just see spikes just waiting to impale them.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah. So with some of my abilities, a lot of them are mental. So it's different ways of manipulation, mind manipulation, as we have called it. I'm able to read minds, afflict people's minds, control people's minds. And one of the ways I can do that is using illusions. So I can create an illusion that's up to 6 feet in diameter. I'm not going to go that far on the illusion, but enough spikes to where if they look down, they're going to be like, yeah, I don't want to jump down there. And just for flair, I'm only going to, I can do it selectively. I'm only going to have the person that stopped my hands down being able to see it. So everyone else, it's just a regular floor, but to him specifically, he sees spikes as if he's going to jump down there.
All right, cool. I'm going to, the guy who's not dazed and who's still full, he was like, no, because he's he's quick. He can do reactions and stuff. The other guy can't.
Yeah.
So yeah, the top guy, this one up here,
yeah,
sees those spikes that was put on the map, which is pretty much right underneath that hatch.
Oh, nice.
Perfection.
Look at that.
Try getting me now.
So, if my character, if Tom looks at these spikes, and I see
if you look down into the train car,
you don't
it's a normal train car. You see the gas. You see you would see what everybody else sees. That specific bandit right here looks down and sees the same thing, but he also sees spikes right at the bottom of the hatch.
Oh, okay. Tight. Okay. So I won't like mistake it and try to throw him on the spikes. That's cool.
Correct. I mean, you could throw him down the hatch and you scare the absolute shit out of him, but in meta, you don't know that there are spikes down there.
Right.
Yeah, guys, I have spikes I put on a map.
Spikes.
Because I've been playing on Roll20 for far too long, and I have spent too much money on art assets, so I just kind of have these things. I've spent an embarrassingly exorbitant amount of money over the last 6 years on this program. But I think it's all worth it in the end. So that's a move and an action. That is going to bring us up finally to the Chaos Cannon. Not rolling too fast on that initiative roll, but
Definitely not.
yeah. People are coughing and hacking. Some people are falling asleep. Bandits again, guns in your face. So come on, fork over the goods, lady.
This guy's messing with the wrong bitch. The one that's right in front of me, I was wondering, hoping if I could create like a bulletproof structure right over him, just a box of bulletproof glass, just right over him.
Yeah.
Make him into like I want to make him a little display case. He looks like a nice pet.
Yeah.
I like to keep this one. He's feisty.
So remind me again, though. Do you have like a magical paintbrush that you like wave around, or like how do you do these things?
You know what? I was gonna have a paintbrush, but I forgot to grab one. So
We'll just
and a kazoo fingers until I get my brush.
Okay, fair. You're like Smeargle Pokemon.
But yeah, usually I got this big old paintbrush, and it's almost a wand shaped. It's really big. It's a long one.
Okay, tight.
And I can create stuff.
So I'm guessing you're gonna use your stationary and impervious creation power to create a box around this guy.
Yes, with bulletproof glass. Because good luck trying to shoot me. That's your new home, buddy.
Yeah. It's creative.
Yeah. So
I don't
it says,
mind if I gotta do.
Nice mix of powers. I love it.
So yeah. So any damage rank of 4 or lower is gonna have no effect on this box that you're creating around this guy. You said it glass, but his frame is white. I'm gonna draw a square around him in gray. So he's now trapped in a box.
Sucks to suck.
Let me double check his weaponry here. I do believe. Yeah, no, his he just for narrative reasons, like you put the box around him, he was like, "Oh no, you don't," and he like shoots off his 38 or 32, snub-nosed revolver, and the bullet just like flattens against the thing and like falls off onto the ground. He's like, "What? Oh no!" And he starts like banging on it with his fist, like, "Let me out of here! Yeah, let me out of here, lady!"
Oh no, it's cute when they struggle.
I imagine it's like the fucking from like what was it, Sleeping Beauty or Beauty and the Beast, like the rose thing inside that dome thing.
He'll slowly wilt as well.
Slowly.
Yes.
God.
Nice.
Now is it just a dome or is there like a floor to it as well?
No, it's heavy enough that you can't really move. It's really heavy. I made it about a ton on purpose. He ain't getting there. No. So no floor. It's just, I mean, he can dig his way out if he really wants to, but
I was gonna say because like at least the wooden slats and stuff are gonna let some air in. This guy's not gonna suffocate.
Yeah, no, he can breathe. I mean, I'm not cruel to my pets. I just they need to be kids.
The other bandit in the back of the train car kind of sees this all happening. He's the banditos go next, but not these guys. It's gonna be the other train cars. But he's like kind of like sees that, and he like takes his, he's like now training his gun on you, saying shit like, "You better let him out of there, lady." He's like, "Or else I'll shoot you."
I like to see you try, buddy.
But that'll happen when the banditos come up a second time here. So use the action if you want to move anywhere. You do have 6 squares of movement on this map. I don't think you have any like speed enhancing abilities, but if you would like to move, you can. Otherwise, we're gonna move on to the bandito's turn.
Can I move behind the other bandit?
Yeah, you can like move around him.
Let me crawl on the stairs and just move behind him.
Yeah, you can just select the little mouse pointer looking thing on the top left menu there and just move your character to wherever you want to move it to.
Right there. Right there is nice.
Yeah.
Nice little sneak attack.
Climbing over benches and a sleeping guy.
Yep. He's just part of the scenery. My first time crawling over a sleeping guy.
Right. So we're gonna go down to the back over here.
Wait a minute.
It's called
Wait a minute.
Now you hold up.
We're gonna go back here. This back train car. They've done the same stuff over there. Just for we have it on record. Amos, this character right here. This is Joe's character. This is Joe's character. If you guys don't want to,
that scared the shit out of me because I was looking away and looked and then.
I wasn't ready for it to pop up. It looks like Goth's John Redcorn.
That's exactly what Joe told me to draw. So Joe's character is here. He's fighting off some of these bandits. Bandits are doing bandity things in the back here as well. They're doing stuff, but we're not too concerned with that over there. The two bandits on the top of the train car where Turkey and my character are, however, they're none too happy with what we're doing, and they are going to each target us with their pistols. The guy who I like peppered with railroad spikes is gonna try and shoot me. And the guy who stomped on Dom's foot is going to target Turkey. We're going to roll against Turkey first. That's a 3. I'm pretty sure that misses.
Yeah.
And the guy trying to shoot me is going to roll a 13. I think that might miss me. My dodge is a 16. Hell yeah. It's a moving train. There's like lots of wind and stuff and things happening. Their bullets, fire off. They go wide and whatnot.
Correct. Oh yeah.
But that's gonna bring us right on back to the shoveler. So shoveler,
now
what you got for
fancy thing. You may have to help guide me through this, but I want to do my range shovel attack, and I'm going to throw my magical shovel at the dude on the bottom here, this guy right here, this one. I'm going to throw it at him, and I want to ricochet it to the next one,
Okay, yeah.
Because I have a ricochet ability.
Right. So let me look at... our shovel throw damage, multi-attack, ricochet. So let me check my cheat here. No, I'm pretty sure you're gonna start off making a normal attack, but let me just double check.
Like this music.
I say thank you as if I wrote it. It's just a playlist that I found on Spotify. Multi-attack, multiple targets. You can use multi-attack to hit multiple targets at once by roll 1 attack check per target in the arc. You suffer a penalty to each attack equal to the total number of targets. So making an attack against both of these guys is going to be a -2 to your attack against both of them. If you miss one target, you may still attempt to hit the others. The ricochet thing specifically, I think, allows you to bounce it off solid surfaces.
Oh, okay. So we're wanting to do multi-attack then. Yeah, because I do have multi-attack as well. Yes.
Yeah, so
sweet.
you could throw it at the roof of the train car and bounce it up into somebody's face and then have it bounce into the other guy's face. Or you could just throw it at.
I'm not going to do this, but could I throw it at the window that's open and bounce it into the train car and hit somebody?
You could if you could perceive the people in the train. If there was a way for you to perceive the people in the train, like if you had an extra, sixth sense or something, to know where your target is, you could 100% do that. But for right now, I don't think you have anything like that. So for right now,
I'm gonna try to hit both of them. I'm just gonna roll the ranged shovel, and then we could just -2.
Yeah. You just roll a ranged shovel. We'll just manually subtract 2 from it.
Okay,
those are both gonna hit. Those are both gonna hit. These guys have a dodge of 11. I'll roll their toughness. Which guy do you hit first?
The one on the right, the one who already has a fatigue.
The fatigue. Okay, cool. So this will be at a -1. That's a 12 minus 1, 11. What's your damage DC with the shovel?
It is 6.
6. Okay, so shovel damage is 6. Your DC is 15 plus your ranks in damage, so it's 6 plus 15. It's 21.
21.
All right, so he fails by 2. He is not. His dazed doesn't increase or anything like that. But he does take a cumulative -1. So we'll move that up to a 2. So now he has a -2 on further damage and stuff. I'll delete boxes. If you want to ping something, you can just hold. You can, click.
Thank you. I was trying to figure out how the fuck to delete stuff. This is my first time. Look, I did it again. How do I delete things?
Just select it and then hit the delete button. Make sure you're not on the draw shape thing on the left-hand menu. You can go back to the mouse.
Nice. Okay.
Select stuff.
I'm learning.
Yeah, no worries. We're all learning. Going up to the other bandito there. You throw the shovel at the first guy's face, bonk him on the head. Your shovel ricochets off onto the other guy. I probably shouldn't use that word because that's an actual mechanic that isn't applying right now. But it bounces off into the other guy. We'll roll toughness for him. That's a 14. The DC 21. That is going to also be that is more than -5. So this guy also becomes dazed, which means he can only take 1 action on his turn as well, either a standard or move action, or a reaction.
Okay.
And now he is at a -1. If you want to move or anything on your turn, feel free. Otherwise, we will be moving on here.
Nixel said, I still prefer theater of the mind. The cool thing about the thing we're doing right now, Nixel, is right. It's going to be on rotating channels with rotating DMs. So each DM, different DMing style. It's going to be really cool. Same campaign, different DM styles. I think it's going to be loads of fun. So you stay, buddy.
Speaking
Yeah.
of rotating DMs and different DMing styles, if any of you guys who are going to be DMing this, if you want, I can actually promote you to co-DM status on Roll20 if you want to like make maps and stuff for visuals on here. That is an
I don't know
option
how many
that we have.
when I DM it. We might do like theater of the mind type stuff, how I normally
Hey,
do.
however you want to work
Kind
it.
of cool though, because I've
This
never
is
done
cool,
this before. So for
Roll
me,
20,
this is cool.
Roll 20 is really cool.
Yeah.
It just takes time to like really work out the intricacies of it in order to really understand what's going on.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm playing a board game. That's what it feels like.
Every
Yeah.
Thursday, we're thinking about every Thursday. We still have to work out all the details, but if you're in our Discord,
Possibly
we will
every other.
post it. Yeah,
Most
it might be
every other for sure.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I mostly like using Roll20 for the character sheet stuff. I hate doing math, so.
Yeah, that's why I
And
think
then
why
I just, I feel compelled then to use the visual aids and things like that. I'm using Roll20.
You're already here.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm already here. Exactly. But we're moving on to the Banditos and the first two train cars. This one dude is stuck in a box that he's not even strong enough to like do anything with it at all. But this other guy here who's pointed his gun at you and you just charged him, Spooky. He was like, he just starts chuckling. He's like,
I snuck up behind him. That's why I crawled on the
well,
chair.
he literally like pointed his gun at
Oh,
you.
well, I ain't scared. I'm that's why I'm
He's
chaotic.
like,
I don't care. You can't
he's
hurt
like,
me.
he's like, I like your moxie, lady. I stick a gun in your face and you just come straight into the devil's butthole. He's gonna
I ain't
shoot his
scared of
gun
the devil's butthole.
point blank at you. He's gonna try and gut shot you.
Bring
He
it.
rolls a 12. So if you check your character sheet, in the dodge, parry, fortitude, all that stuff, what is your flat dodge DC? It's at the top of that box there.
This is not PvP.
Dodge. Where
is
am I?
not
Oh, my dodge is 16.
Rachel
Your
asked
dodge
if it
is
was PvP.
16.
Yes.
Yeah, you somehow like as he's like swinging his gun around, maybe you like
I
smack
dance
his
away.
hand or just like move your body out of the way somehow, but
We're
he
square dancing.
misses
This
you
ain't a gunfight.
he misses
He
you
sneezes.
completely.
He sneezes and shoots the ground instead.
Yeah, I like that. He sneezes. He's like, "You're gonna die," and just like fires into like the seat instead of into you. We'll moving
That's
back.
when a man can't hit a shot.
Woo! Feisty.
He doesn't know what to say to that.
Not many
He's
people
like,
know how to
but
respond.
you ain't. This is the first time this doesn't happen to me. Like,
Uh-huh.
I swear this doesn't happen.
I swear this doesn't happen to me.
That's what they all say.
Back in the other train car, Daco, the guy behind you, who's like standing next to the dwarf and the orc, he like turns around and he sees his partner like knocked out on the floor, and you're like sitting there, and he's like, "Well, what the heck did you do to Jim? I mean, that guy over there." The other guy like looks at him. He's like, "We got masks for a reason, Tom." He's like, "God, stop using my name." And he's like, he's like, "God damn it, you stupid gnome!" He's gonna try and kick you in the shin, or not in the shins, because
my
that'd be
name's
metal.
Tom.
He's gonna try and kick you in the ribs, Theko.
As a reaction, I'm going to change my prosthetic into a shield, giving me a +5 protection.
Dude, nice.
Nice.
He's he's still gonna try and so the protection, is that on your toughness, or does that go to your parry DC?
Oh, that's going to go to my toughness.
Okay, so he'll still be attacking your parry here with his unarmed attack of 5. I'm guessing is not going to hit you.
I missed by 1. I rolled a 4.
He attacks your flat parry mod DC.
Yeah.
If
That's
he,
a 12. That's
yeah,
a 12.
So yeah, he does not hit your 12. You like roll over like towards his unconscious friend. So like when he tries to stomp your ribs, he just like slams his foot down into the ground. The other guy's like,
You and cripple, stop it!
yeah, the other bandit he's gonna be like, you know what? How hard is it to stomp on a dang gnome? And he's gonna come over here and try and shoot at you. I don't think prone or anything in here. Let me just double check. But I don't think being prone has anything to do with like extra hinder -5. +5. Oh, +5 on an attacker's close check. But that 5 only would have been a 10.
Still
So yeah,
be
he
a 10.
doesn't
Yeah.
he doesn't hit you anyway. But it is a -5 on ranged checks. So this guy's trying to shoot you is gonna have a -5 to his light pistol attack. Let's see what he rolls. A 9, he gets a 4. He does not hit you even if he didn't have the
He shoots his buddy in the toe
Dang.
as he tries to go for the kick.
Yeah, he just like blows off like the dude's pinky toe, and he just starts hooting and hollering like Yosemite Sam.
You shouldn't be attacking somebody like me.
I'm hunting bandits.
The guy on top he's gonna shout down. He's like, "What in the heck, you guys?" And he's gonna drop down into the train car here. He's like, "You guys are supposed to be trying to kick these people's money, not shoot each other in the feet." And he's gonna say, "You old man, give me your money." And he's gonna punch this old guy in the face. And critically fail. I am rolling like fucking garbage tonight, you guys. Like freaking garbage. This old man.
Good. It's a lot of enemies. So
No, I don't know Dragon Ball Z enough to like make this reference like actually true, but was Master Roshi was the old guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he like legit just like an old like incapable guy, or did he ever have like cool fight scenes? Because I feel like
He
he's
was
fucking
massively
jacked.
powerful.
he kicks.
Yeah.
He's the one that
that's what I
taught
thought.
Goku the Kamiyami wave.
I figured he kicked ass.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
this old dude just like Master Roshi just like catches this guy's hand like in his fist like before it comes into his hand. And he's like, "Now, son, that ain't no way to treat your elders." And he's gonna grab the other guy like his ear with his other hand and just slam this guy's head into the window, like shattering the window.
See, that's what you get for picking on cripples and old men.
Cripples.
We're gonna move on to the Bandito captain. He's going to he can see what's happening down a couple train cars.
By the way, Game Master.
What was that?
I said Game Master. You do realize that Tom has center screen right now, right?
Oh
yeah,
shit.
I've been here for a while.
My bad. You know, trying to.
You're just so nice to look
multitask
at,
this.
that's all.
I can't. I don't have. I need another monitor, you guys. If you guys want to donate money to this channel and give me another monitor, I need one above to like put OBS on, because right now, if I go here, let me just real quick. This is what my main screen looks like. I cannot see my preview window at all. Not at all. We go back in here.
Big yikes.
Thank you for learning that. I was trying to like do the cool thing of like when we have our turns, like hit the button, but I always forget to change off of that because, well, I'm multitasking like 100 things. Anyway, this
Life
dude's
of a
gonna
demon.
move.
He does have a compass.
Let's see, yeah, he's gonna move to the end here, and then jump, and he's gonna make it to the other train car, just right about there. I want to say. And from his position on this other train car, he's gonna basically he holds up that crystal thing again, and he's like, I don't know what you two turncoats think you're a doing, but I'm gonna put a stop to all this nonsense. So for just some clarification, that little crystal thing is basically like a walkie-talkie, like cell phone type thing. All of the bandits have them. We're all like on like a shortwave radio. So both the ghost and the shoveler can hear when he's, trying to taunt us. This bandit captain, he pulls out basically think of like an arcane version of a Tommy gun. Like cylindrical barrel, multi-shot machine guns type thing that shoots like laser beams out of it. And he is going to frickin' try and shoot the shit out of us. This is going to be at a -2 because he's trying to shoot both of us here with his machine gun. I will attack Turkey first, and then my character. So at a -2, that's a 15 to hit you and a 16 to hit me. I do believe he hits me. Turkey, what's your dodge?
I have a 14 dodge.
You have a 14 dodge.
Yeah. But
Like you
use a reaction. Wait, do I have a thing? Is it too late to use a reaction?
No, I don't think so.
To activate my shovel shield, wait, it's for toughness. So it adds +1 to toughness. That doesn't matter, does it?
Well, yeah, it will, because it'll add 1 to the toughness roll that you're gonna make right now to see how much damage you take.
Oh, and it's 1 per rank, so it's 3 toughness. So I'm gonna use shovel shield to add to my toughness.
Nice. My character doesn't have anything to protect against laser bullets, only normal bullets. So my toughness roll is just gonna be a normal toughness.
Wow, it's
roll.
almost like the bandit captain knows your abilities and knows how to not get fucked.
It's almost like he recruited people specifically for a job. But go ahead, we'll do you first, Turkey. Roll your toughness there.
So this is +3. 23.
Damn.
3, hell yeah. Nothing happens to you. The laser bullets like fly all around you. Some of them hit you, but you're tough enough to just like shrug off any of the impact from it.
They hit the shovel.
You're spinning your shovel around, and they just like you reflect them off your shovel. I, on the other hand, just critically failed a toughness check.
Damn.
Ghost is down.
Yeah. I have to figure out now what that means. Give me a second here to look up action and adventure, action rounds, initiative, action time, turn challenges. Yeah. Vacuum, conflicts, attacks. Here we go. Critical misses. Conversely, one attack check always is a miss, regardless of total result. Well, that wasn't. What about on?
Well, because this is a defense, though, right?
Yeah.
Because you're defending.
I don't know if there's anything special that happens with resistance. Oh, here we go. Ongoing effects. No, there's nothing. Okay, yeah. So it just looks like
it's just super fucking low. It doesn't look like there's a specific like if you crit fail a resistance.
Yeah, if you crit, there's no special thing for crit failing resistance. So I just take that's just a 3 rank failure right there.
Which that's rough as it is.
Oh yeah. That's fucking rough. Calvin's gonna have the -1 on him. Whoops, I'm using the wrong screen. He's got the -1 on that, and he is staggered. So I'm just gonna use the same dazed icon, but put a 2 on it so that I know it's the same thing, but double 1. I believe staggered means I can't really do anything.
Yeah.
Staggered.
Reading it.
Shake it off. Shake it
I got
off.
it up on my
Yeah,
monitor.
dazed and hindered. Hindered means I move at half my move speed, and I can only take 1 action. I can trade my action in for move, but I can't move and do something. That's not too bad, but I do have. All right, that's not terrible. All right, moving on then. The bandit captain is now on the second train car. Keiko, from your low position being prone, you can actually see that guy kind of jump onto your train car above you. It is now your turn. There are dudes shooting guns at you and stomping at your ribs and whatnot, though. So what is our little gnome friend gonna do?
Try and use my position as an advantage again, and I'm gonna turn over, and the guy who's missing a toe is going to get blasted by my energy cannon.
Hell yeah.
Helps if I'm on the right screen. There we go.
Right?
All right. That is a 15.
15 is gonna hit him.
All right, he needs to make a DC 15 Fortitude save, and depending on how well he does.
22. Finally, I did a good roll.
Oh, he resists the effects of it.
Yeah. He's like, I don't know what sort of tricks you got up your sleeve, little man, but it ain't gonna work on me. Now hand over all your money so we can get the heck off this rust bucket.
The only thing of any worth on me is what's attached to my arm.
He stares your arm greedily. If you want, you can stand up as your move action, or you can remain prone.
Because the guy with the gun is going to shoot the guy that's on the ground with me. I would also like to point out that at this point in time, looking at the guy that just jumped up on the top of the car,
yeah,
I'd like to use assessment on him.
Okay.
You're able to quickly size up an opponent's combat abilities, choose a target you can accurately perceive, and have the GM make a secret insight check for you as a free action, opposed by the target's deception check result. If I win, the GM tells me the target's attack and defense bonus relative to mine. With each additional degree of success, I learn 1 more of the target's bonuses exactly.
All right. So what is your insight bonus?
Is going to be my insight total is 3.
Okay, and what was I rolling against for
Deception.
the other guy? Deception. He's hard to gauge a read on. Other than the obvious of this guy has a freaking laser machine gun.
In laser beams.
Yeah, you're not really sure, unfortunately. Did not roll high enough.
That's a free action, so I was just curious.
Yep.
And that would be everything. Yeah, actually, I am going to move. I'm going to try and act like a cripple and crawl myself in between the seats.
Nice.
So I'm going to
Act like a cripple.
do that.
Air quotes. Act like a cripple. All right. Heck yeah. Heading over to the ghost. The ghost is like, you know, holding like a singe wound on like just below his nipple, and he's going to, let's see here. I want to say that move object is something that doesn't work if the objects are currently held. I'm going to quickly check that. What I want to do is rip that gun out of his freaking hands, but I don't think I can.
Move object has no action reaction. A moving object cannot drag the character holding onto it.
If wouldn't it go against his disarm check?
Oh yeah, I would be disarming him. Right.
Yeah. So like,
so my attack's at a -2. Standard action. Negative. Oh great, and it's a minus. So it's a -7.
Cool.
My damage versus his strength. So this is a parry. It's a ranged attack against his parry because it's normally a close maneuver. And he's holding on to it, right? So yeah, let's roll some dice. Whoops. Here, I'm gonna roll my ranged attack at a -7.
I get another fortitude.
That's a 3. Yes, you get another fortitude. -7. I got 3 on it. It does not matter. I'm holding my ribs, and I hold out my other hand, and I'm trying to force pull his gun to me, and he's got his gun like this, right? It sort of goes like that, but he's pulls it right back. He's he shouts over the wind. He's like, "You ain't gonna take my blaster from me, ghost. And pretty soon I'm gonna make that name permanent." That's my stupid turn. Mind flare.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try and try again, I believe they say. So I'm gonna try and climb on top of the car again.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was a 12 this time. Much better.
Athletics. Yeah, these guys are distracted. You climb up onto the thing. Let me move your character to front, so you appear up on that square there, right in between these choco fuckers, as they say. I believe that's an Old West term.
Something like that. Good evening, gentlemen. What seems to be the problem?
He's the two bandits.
I don't know what's happening.
The two bandits say, "Well, those two rascals turned on us, but we're here to take all your money. Put your valuables in the bag." They're clearly at a disadvantage here and injured, but they got a script and they're sticking to it.
Yeah. Interesting.
One of them waves a gun in your face. Put your shit in the bag.
Yes.
He calls you Three Eyes because your character has a monocle and not a pair of glasses.
Wow. Haven't heard that one before. Real original.
No, I'm not.
Do I see? Well, what is the? How do I find out what the range is on the effect that I have?
What's the base power?
Base power is mind reading. range is perception.
Oh yeah, anything you can perceive. So in this case, anything you can see or possibly hear. Unless you
But
have
I'd
like
be able
a
to perceive.
supernatural power for perceiving things.
Not yet. Doesn't mean I will not adapt something, but as of right now.
Right.
Can I see the bandit captain over here?
Oh yeah, yeah, you can see him.
Excuse me, sir. Are they with you?
Are you asking that with your voice, or are you doing mental stuff?
So I'm gonna do a mental thing in a second, but I'm literally just asking this with my voice.
He cannot hear you over the rushing wind if you're saying it just like that, like
Okay.
low and monotone. Even the guys in front of you are like, "What are you saying? You gotta speak up."
Sorry, let me try speaking up. Hello. So obviously we're gonna have a disagreement. He looks like someone that's important. So I am gonna try and diffuse this situation as best I can. And I am going to attempt to mind control the bandit captain.
Ooh, nice.
You can impose your will on others, forcing them to obey your commands. Targets failing a will resistance check against your effect DC first become dazed, then compelled as they try and fight your influence. Finally, 3 degrees of effect, 3 or more degrees of effect. The target becomes controlled and obeys any command you give.
Nice. All right. What is your effect DC? I believe this is an affliction, so it would be your ranks plus 10.
14.
14. All right. He's got a +1 to will. He rolled high.
God damn. Yes, he did.
18.
That is an 18 indeed. Well, that is very.
He kind of like grabs his head for a moment. He's like, I don't know what you're saying over there, but get the heck out of my head, varmint.
I do believe mine is subtle, so I don't think he knows that I did it. I think I don't
subtle?
think he knows specifically that it was me.
Fair enough. So yeah,
mind control.
Retconning that, he like grabs his head for a little bit. He's like, "What in the tarnation is that?"
Yeah, 2 ranks of subtle modifier makes your mind reading completely undetectable.
Well, mind reading, that's not mind control.
I have the subtle effect also on the mind control as well.
Well, aren't you fancy?
There's not many things I can do well, but the things I do phenomenally.
Like reading a dictionary?
I don't know how you can hear me from this far, because apparently the ones in front of me can barely hear me. Do I have any more movement left? I know that I used movement to get on top of this car.
You could probably have like a couple of steps that you could take one way or the other, yeah.
Cool, I just get away from this situation.
Mm-hmm.
And I lay one card face down and then my turn.
Move on to Chaos Canon.
Yep. I have a question.
Yes.
Because I feel like it would be 2 actions. Say I want to pants somebody before I do something to them. Can I pants them before I?
That would be an actual action. Yeah. So you'd have to pants someone one round, and then do something the next round. Now you could eventually make get unarmed strikes or something.
See, because my goal here is to pants the guy and then stick him in an even more narrow box so he can't pull them back up. But so I want it to be like a quick,
right.
thing.
Yeah.
pants back up.
That's not something you can do quite yet, unfortunately.
Well, dang. Okay, well, in that case, I guess I'm just gonna stick this guy in a box too. I can worry about the pants later.
Alrighty.
It's my bandit in a box.
I'm gonna make my own little museum over here.
That. Now he's got a little gray box around him as well.
Yep.
These two dudes freaking stuck in boxes now.
You know that song from Alice in Chains with the man in the box? This is about them.
Now the real fun is making explosives, slide it underneath the box, and watch the hilarity ensue.
You're getting ahead of me.
Sorry, it's a force of habit, but I tend to think 17 steps ahead.
Christ.
I have already seen the demise of every single person on this train.
Well, for now, I like that they're in a box, and I'm gonna take my movement after he's in his box to just go nah, 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 at him.
I like it.
I think that's a good use of my movement.
Back in the back train car here, we've got these guys. Oops, got another box there. We've got these guys now like moving back towards the other passengers and stuff. They're collecting their
The only
goods.
successful venture
Yeah,
right
the
now.
only people not like actually like putting up a fight because Joe's not here to protect those people in that train car.
He fell asleep. He was actually taking a nap, and then they threw in the sleepy time gas, and he was already asleep before that.
Yeah, so he's just completely. He's just even more asleep. The bandits on top of the train car with Dom, Turkey, and myself. They are. As a free action, one of them's gonna grab the little crystal and shout back to the bandit captain. He's like, "This train car's a bust. There's too much, with shovel and ghost turning on us. We can't even get in the damn thing." And he's gonna run and hop over onto the other car here. I can make it to about there. This guy's also gonna run and hop train cars over to there. Because they are injured, I'm gonna have them make acrobatics checks and see if they actually make it.
They both have
I'm
2
from
levels
the
of
red
fatigue,
mist.
right? One of them has 3 levels of fatigue. One of them has 2.
Yeah, well,
I
even still,
believe
with a
it's my
4 and a
red.
6, they both miss. Fucking hit the side of like the train and then fall off. Both of them just fall off the train, and they are
There's too
gone.
many of them.
You can't quite make out what the bandit captain is saying, but he is definitely not happy about that. He has a free action, is gonna shout down into the train car where you are, Thako, and basically just like, hurry the heck up, boys. We've got 12 seconds before our exit.
Down here, you
Shoveler.
want to help us?
Shoveler, it is your turn now, buddy.
Oh god, let's sit up.
This
Okay,
train
we've got
car is basically safe at this point. You knowing
it-
the plan, know that there are people in the train car behind us, and bandits in the train car ahead of us.
okay, and it sounds like they're about to dip, yeah?
Yeah, we got not too much longer. You know the plan is that they gave us all he gave us all grappling hooks, like like the Batman grapple gun. And you can actually see way off in the distance, because remember, this is trains moving at 45, 50 miles an hour. 12 seconds, you're going to move a really long way. You can see a bridge, like a rock bridge, you know, like those cool, like, rocks you see out in the desert, that spans the ravine that the train tracks are in. You know that the whole thing was get in, stick people up, grab as much as you can, get back to the roof of the train and shoot your grapple gun up at the rock bridge and zip line away.
Cool. So what you're saying is I have a grapple.
Yeah, the grapple gun is not something that
Okay.
has, it's not like an attack or anything. Yeah.
Maybe shoot it at the guy on the cart across, you know, and then throw it down and have him fucking, you know. But okay.
No, you can't like shoot it at somebody's chest and like drag them around or anything. That's you could make one that does that, but that's not what the basic item does. It's just for hanging on buildings and stuff.
Well, I know that bridge is coming. How do I? Oh, here we go. I'm gonna fucking move here. I'm gonna flip this guy off over here. I'm like, hey, screw you, pal. You know, the leader guy, and then I'm gonna hop in the hole and yeah, get back down into safety. So what I'm gonna do. If they're all leaving, we're good. So I'm just gonna flip that guy off and be like, you're not tarnation. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna hop in the hole. So I'm gonna do.
Alrighty. Update the. Sorry, I was typing in chat. Just so everybody else knows what I was typing in there. There are some mechanics that I'm not even asking people to use yet. There are things. There's something we can do called extra effort, which we can like boost our different powers and stuff by a little bit. Various things you can do with that. But there's like 5 or 6 things you can do with extra effort. And when you do extra effort, you become fatigued, exhausted, incapacitated, like if you use it too much. And then there's also things called hero points, which is sort of like DM inspiration in 5th edition D&D. But it also has like 5 or 6 different things that you can do, including removing the exhausted and fatigued stuff from using extra effort on a previous round. That is just a layer of complication on this whole thing that even at me as a DM, not ready to do any of that shit quite yet. This is tonight I figured is just base mechanics to the game. Just how do we attack? How do we do damage? How do we like resist stuff? And then hopefully like moving forward in a couple of episodes, we'll start adding in that kind of like how that all works. Getting used to this game again. It's not super complicated when we're playing the game, but it is still an RPG, right? There's still just a lot of stuff in general that we have to like figure out how this all works. Channel points will be coming soon. We just have to figure out what the game offers and what is something that you guys can actually like spend channel points on. You know what I'm saying? Definitely I'm thinking hero points would be something that you guys can buy and give.
Definitely. Definitely.
Anyway, moving on. You move into the train car with your movement. Do you have an action that you want to do in here?
No. So they're about to leave. Let them go.
Fair enough.
Get out, nerds.
Get out, nerds. All right. The 2 dudes in Spooky's train car can't do jack diddly because they're stuck in impervious boxes. The guys in Thaco's cart are going to ignore Thaco for the time being and try and stick up other people. So, this guy's gonna try and intimidate that old man again. Probably not gonna work. The guy below him is going to try and intimidate this lady over here, and this guy in the back is going to try and intimidate this old man. To do that, I'm going to roll intimidation for them 3 times. In that order, old man, lady, old man. So let's see what we get here. 9, 13, and 16. And then in that same order, they are going to resist that with some d20 rolls. Whoops. I take off the GM output. A 10 is higher than a 9. A 17 is higher than a 13. But a 13 is lower than a 16. So this old man, he's like, man, I don't want to see what... Yeah, my ribs is too fragile, and I can't have you stomping on me like you did to that poor little gnome feller over there. I don't have much, sir, but you can take my wallet. I only have $5 ace, but here you go.
Dollar ace? Is that the currency? Dollar ace?
It is now.
Dollar.
He puts his like wallet in the bag. And we're gonna move on to the bandit captain here. On top of the train car, and he like uses his little walkie-talkie crystal thing again to taunt Ghost. He says, damn it, Ghost, you were supposed to be the one that made this easy for us by taking all their gold and shiny things with your powers. And you go and turn against me. He's like, I can't have that, son. He's going to try and multi-attack just multiple bullets at my character here. Let me see how that works. On single target, make a multi-attack against a single target. You make attack check normally. If successful, you increase the attack's resistance check by +2 for 2 degrees of success and +5 for 3 or more. Okay, so the Ghost has a dodge of 16.
Nice.
This dude's got to get a really high score for it to hurt me more than
what you're already at.
Than it normally would, but he's just fucking. He's mad. The guy's mad, you know. He's gonna
crit fail.
Oh my god. So okay, crit fail. That was something, right?
It misses no matter what, I believe. I don't know if there's necessarily a fumble.
That's all it is. There's no fumbles. Okay. So yeah. He blasts. He's so mad. He's like starting to lose composure, and he just just sprays, just like old mobster movie, Tommy gun, like back and forth kind of spray. Unfortunately, it all just peppers like the front of the train car up here, and then Ghost, he just sort of, even though he's injured, he still tries to act cool, right? Because that's just the kind of character he is. He just tips his hat to the bandit captain, and we're moving on to the tinker.
Ting ting.
Right. So can I crawl underneath the benches? Yeah. Oh, fantastic! I want to crawl underneath the benches, so I'm underneath the bench with the old man, and do another energy blast to the kneecaps of the dude that's trying to mug him.
Jesus Christ! All right.
Sweet.
Hell yeah. You're small enough. I think you can occupy the same space as another person. Why not? Why the heck not? Just for...
Oh, I critically failed.
Ooh,
oh, Lord.
I will move you to the front, though, so that we just place you on top of the old man there so we can see your character instead of his stupid mug. But yeah,
that was a critical failure.
Critical failing. You try and raise your arm up to shoot him in the kneecaps, miscalculating because you're shorter than these guys. His kneecaps actually above the seat of the bench, and your hand just hits into the bench. your blast goes off and it goes between his legs and hits the bench behind him instead.
And
Now,
I
that
rolled a
is
14 on my fortitude save again.
14 is a success. I think you're no longer affected by any of that stuff.
Gucci.
Because you see, yeah, that was the second 14, right? So that's, yeah, you're good to go. Ghost is gonna go. Should I try? What do you guys think? Should Ghost try to disarm the bandit captain again, or should I try and attack him?
I mean, it all depends on what exactly you've got going on. You are fairly injured, so whatever is going to be more successful in your case would probably be the better of the two options.
Yeah, I mean, the attack is like not at a disadvantage or a penalty or anything like that, because trying to disarm him is a -2 because it's at ranged, and also whatever, like it's a minus, I know it's a total of a -7 or whatever.
Yeah,
And he
it's a
uses
lot.
strength against my damage DC, so it's definitely a gamble, but then he wouldn't be able to shoot people at all. So
True.
you know what? I'll
It's
just try
a high risk, high reward. If you're
Yeah.
able to get it off, it's super good, but it's hard to get that hump.
True. I mean, and he even gets to resist it with his strength check anyway, so it's not even guaranteed if I hit him with a -7, which is already hard to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, I tried to do it once. We're gonna skip that. We're just gonna try and throw some railroad nails into his eyeballs or something. I don't know. Use the attack him with my move metal power. That is a 9. That is not going to hit. He's gonna look over to you, Dom. Ghost is gonna be like, he says, I don't know. This is I don't know what you're doing up here, friend, but that guy's got a laser rifle that can shoot many lasers at a time. I think you best want to get back in that train car if you want to live through this day. And I'm gonna. I can't do
I
anything else.
apologize.
'Cause
Am I supposed to be frightened by this?
Well, you know, I thought multiple lasers would be a concern for you, but if it ain't, citizen, well, you got more metal than I take a man in your fancy dress to be having in a normal case.
I mean, I have a monocle and a bolo tie. I don't know how much more metal I have on my person at this time, but
No,
Well played.
metal, METTLE, like grit. You got gumption, bravery.
oh, sorry. I saw you doing the railroad spike thing, so I figured you meant that kind of metal. My apologies.
He says, I don't know. Nothing doing
adjective.
there, citizen. But it is your turn now.
Do I notice the whole little? do I notice the whole little crystal thing?
Oh yeah. You notice a little, like he's got a little crystal, yeah.
Well, did I notice like from what was going on that there was like that was like their talking mechanism, or do I just
every
notice?
Time he like, so it's happened a couple times since you've been up here. So he like talks into this like sort of like semi-translucent magenta crystal thing, and you can see like the poncho that the guy that Ghost is wearing is literally modeled after the one that I bought. So you can see like, you know, his sides and stuff. And like on his belt, he's got his own little crystal that's been like brightly lighting up and emitting the bandit captain's voice whenever that guy's been talking to us. So it's like, you know that this guy is talking, but the sound is coming from me.
Do you have a way to communicate with him? I don't believe he can hear me from this distance.
over the wind, Ghost is like, man, I can barely hear you standing right next to you when you talk like that. He'll, as a free action, reach down and hand you the arc. What did I call it? Give me a second here. Power, equipment. I hand you the Arcane Telepathy and Technology brand communication device, otherwise known as an AT&T Communicrystal.
Jesus Christ. Oh,
It's
that,
basically
that
it looks like an
that
iPhone.
hurt my soul a little bit.
It looks like an iPhone.
I hate you so much.
But it's like semi-translucent and magenta. It's made out of magenta, like rose quartz.
It's patent pending.
But yeah, he hands you his like cell phone.
I don't know how to move forward from that one.
Well, come on, man. AT&T was created in the late 1800s. I figured it's the.
Oh God. Shut the fuck.
It's on brand.
I grabbed the fucking phone. Mr. Bandit Captain, sir, I apologize. I do not know how to address you. Are you doing okay? You seem stressed.
Make a persuasion roll.
That was gorgeous.
Thank you. Persuasion. Let's see what happens. 17.
He's gonna roll insight against that. That's a 13, I believe.
Yes.
He's gonna pull out his little communicrystal, and he's like, I don't know if you're dumb, blind, or both, friend, but these are hard times we're living in. Of course I'm stressed out. My wife left me and took the kids. The farm's gone fallow. I think is that the correct word? Is that the one where it's like all dried out, or is whatever? He said my farm's all dried up. Hell, my dog even ran away last night. This is all I got in the world to get by another season. Now hand over your money.
Look, you and I both know that there's a better way than this. Let's just talk. And I'm gonna try and mind control him again.
All right, so that's a will.
Because why not?
What was it?
Because why not?
DC
It's a will check versus DC 14 versus my effect.
Will. That's a 5.
Hey!
That's what? That's 9 lower, so 2 degrees of failure on that.
First become dazed, then compelled as they try to fight off the infant. So he is considered compelled right now.
Compelled. Okay. So let me check the thing. Compelled is a single standard action determined by you. So yeah, he can he's only got his standard action, which you can make it used to make him move if you want. Otherwise he could like fire his gun off, or do something like an actual standard action.
I want him to drop the gun.
Drop the gun. All right. He will toss the gun onto the roof of the train. Roll let's see. Roll a D20 for me, Dom. Because you're rolling it, I'll say if it's a critical hit, the gun vibrates and falls off the train. Okay, so it's a 10. The gun's vibrating. You can see like as the the train's like moving and stuff. The gun's kind of
Yeah.
bouncing around and moving back and forth on the train, but it's pretty much solidly just sitting in the. You look
That's fine.
Oops.
I
Have the thing for this. I don't have a Tommy gun, but this is a different kind of machine gun, right? There we go.
It's a gun.
It's a
a
gun
big
with a really
fucking
big
gun.
clip. There we go. So yeah, he tosses it in front of him, and it's just sort of vibrating around, bouncing around on the roof of the train over there.
And I also do have the progressive tag on that, so if he tries to fight it off and fails again, he will be completely controlled by me.
Nice. So is it one of those things where like the degrees of failure just add up? Like
Yeah,
he
so
fails by one more.
Degrees of failure on resistance checks are cumulative.
Okay, cool. So yeah.
So they'll just keep fucking stacking.
All right. We're gonna move over to Chaos Cannon.
Okay, just like last time, I have questions.
Mhm.
Can I conjure stuff inside of stuff I've already made?
You can
or do I
conjure
have to make a
stuff.
hole?
I think your perception is your range perception, right? So if you can see it,
And it's see-through, so
Yeah.
that's what I was wondering.
yeah.
Okay, so next question: can I make like combos? Like I want to, basically, I want to make honey and feathers appear inside the box on them.
You're trying to tar them.
Yes, but
Tar and
I'm wondering
feather.
if I need to make honey first and then feathers, or can I make a honey feather bomb? Like if I call it a bomb of honey and feathers that just blows up inside there.
Kaboom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you decide. You're the DM.
Yeah, I mean, I think
I
you
love how much
create. It's
flavor you
literally
have
just
with
like
what-
simple. Double check the actual wording.
I'm just
Form
having fun with
solid
them now.
objects essentially out of nowhere.
Sounds like it.
simplified energy. Medium. You can form any simple geometric. So it sounds like one. Yeah, no, you can tar and feather them here. Why not? It's
All
not
right,
like it's a
so-
super complicated thing that you're trying to do. And with your range of like, what was it, like
They're right next to me.
120 cubic feet or whatever, like
Yes.
you can definitely like reach both of them at the same time.
Perfect. So yes, I'd like to make me some honey and feather bombs inside their boxes and have me a little chicken fest.
Right.
Yes.
So yeah, are you gonna detonate? So wait, is the bomb like blowing up and covering them in tar and feathers, or
Yes.
honey and
It's like
feathers?
it's a little. It's not like a big explosion. It's just a
Yeah.
little of honey and
Okay.
feathers.
Because I know that one of your thing is like you can create actual like explosives that do.
Oh yeah, I
damage. Are
don't
you
want to
trying
do that because that's 30 feet of damage, and I'm not trying to hurt everybody on the train.
True. Well, those
Not
things
with
are
that attitude.
impervious, but your damage is probably higher than a 4, isn't it?
I think so. So yeah, I just want to feather. I mean, they're already in boxes. They ain't hurting nobody, but we can make them a little more pretty.
All right. Yeah, you create since it's feathers, I'm imagining like a little chicken egg appears in the box and then just blows up with like honey and feathers all just like covering like the fronts of them, and they start like, oh god, what in the and they start to like try and
Perfect.
wipe it off, but it's all just sticky and gross.
And as they're just picking at themselves, I want to use my last move. I want to use my movement to start doing the chicken dance in front of them.
Yes.
I just want to pester and calls them.
How does the chicken dance go? I don't remember the moves there.
I
Smokey,
don't.
how's it?
It's but I don't remember the end.
Perfect.
It's
But
just clapping. It's literally just clapping.
Just clapping.
Da, 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 da,
And I don't remember
We
how to do
we
chicken
just
dance.
got a raid during the chicken dance. You should do the chicken dance again for the raid.
That's right.
Okay, but this is okay. So I just covered some men in tar and honey and feathers. So now we're doing chicken dance, and it goes. I forgot the clapping last time, but we learned it this time.
Yeah,
we learned
got
it. So.
You nailed it.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
So I hope them bandits enjoyed that. As did the Raiders.
They you know what? Give me an intimidation check. And add 5 to it for
Okay, hold
the circumstance of you actually
Absolute
doing the
shit.
dance in real life. I'm gonna give you a circumstance bonus here.
Okay, intimidation. I forgot. I just pushed the button, but +5.
Yeah,
Add to it.
yeah, +5. I'm gonna ignore that critical fail for this. So you have a 10. They're gonna go with insight. They both fit. These guys, they give up. They give up. They're not. They have been so humiliated and demoralized by your power that these two
As are
bandits,
most.
they just like kind of look at each other and just like, I don't, man, what we got ourselves into? And like trying to rob people on a train. This ain't no way to live. Maybe if they let us out of jail once we get to Allhaven, we can find a real job in a barber shop or something.
They think they're getting out. They ain't going to jail. This is my petting zoo now. Traveling petting zoo.
Really, you can't kidnap us. You can't just take us as your pets.
The hell I can't.
Like, wait, no.
But no, it's okay. I'll probably get bored of you by the time we get there anyways. You're fine.
I need an adult. We move on. The banditos in the last train car here. They're gonna move
Are the only
up.
effective members of this party.
Yeah, they move up onto the roof. Sacks laden with treasure. I'm gonna move them back over here because they're just on the roof now. We don't need to see the people inside that train car. Dom, you can see, and obviously my character can see this as well. If we were like glance back at there, they're tying the sacks like onto their belts and then pulling out the grapple hook guns. You can see that giant rock bridge is rapidly approaching. It'll be here at the end of this next round. We're gonna move on. It is the shoveler's turn. Okay. You're just inside of a car. Everybody's safe in here. Some of the people are drowsy and asleep, but the two dwarves in the front they're just like, oh, what the heck? What's going on? Who are you? What's happening?
Hop over to the next cart over here, and then I'm gonna whip out my shovel, and I'm gonna take the -4. I'm gonna boomerang this thing all the way around this cart and clank it off everything. And whenever I hop into this train car, I'm gonna be like, "You lying sack of losers! Don't get out of here! You're robbing the innocent. This is the last warning." And I'm gonna.
I will say the one dude on the ground who's upside down, he's already knocked unconscious, so you don't need to hit him, but you can ricochet, boomerang that thing all around, and you'll only be a -3 to try and make 3 attacks against those other 3 bandits.
Sweet. Ting, 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 ting. Get out of here, you losers.
Clink, clank, clunk.
I'm gonna use my reaction to duck underneath the seat more.
4
Heck
times.
Yeah. 4 times. Why 4 times?
By accident.
Oh, by accident. Okay. The -3 on that 14 is actually going to hit. So 2 of them are
Nope.
gonna hit, and 1 of them's gonna miss because that 12 is gonna be lower than an 11.
Okay.
Which 2 do you want to hit?
Well, let's hit the 2 closest to the innocents. The gnome and the old man and the other lady. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
These 2 down yonder.
So they're gonna roll 2 toughness roll. That's a 15 and a 17. What's
Ooh.
your damage DC?
21.
21. So
Woo!
one guy's gonna take 2 right off the bat. He has a -1 to further checks, and he is dazed. And then the other gentleman, the 17, only that is less. That's just what? That's only 4 off, I think. So he just has a -1 to relative damage resistance. Yeah, as your shovel just boomerangs like, you know, Captain America's shield is just bouncing all over the freaking place. Before it like you throw it at like the back of the cart first, I'm assuming, and it like ricochets all over, hitting people till it's back in your hand.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Sangretti, welcome back. I return. I am too invested in the story. Real quick, from the time you left, the Spooky Sprinkles covered people in honey and feathers and then did the chicken dance, and they gave up because they were too embarrassed. They have devoted themselves to correct their way of life. And
The chicken dance will do that to you.
yeah, the shoveler just ricocheted his shovel around here and smacked a couple bandits around. They have got 1 round left before these bandits got to make a getaway. Speaking of banditos, those 2 gave up. These 3 guys, they are going to. Well, the one guy
Mind their business.
is
To jump on.
the one guy can only make 1 action. He's gonna shout out to the other guys. He's like, "It ain't worth it. Leave him. We gotta get out of here. Our exit's coming up soon." He's gonna make an athletics check. Try and climb out of here. 17 is good enough. He's gonna climb up roof. The other 2 guys are going to. This guy's gonna move back. He's gonna try and climb out. But not before these 2 dudes try and shoot you, Turkey.
All right.
2 light pistols, a 20 and a 5. I don't think the 5 is gonna hit. But I do believe the 20 will hit, so go ahead and make your toughness roll there. You gotta beat an 18 on toughness.
Yeah, I got a 5.
Oh,
Shit.
yikes.
That is what, 13? That is 3 degrees of failure. You become staggered. That bullet hits you like right in the friggin'
Well,
clavicle.
both of us turncoat and bandits both got level 3 of fatigue. It's what we get.
Yeah, right.
You know, we was running this charge.
But they're gonna make 2 athletics checks as well to try and climb out of here. Both of them make just one guy just enough. Makes it up out of train car.
They just leave their buddies like bastard.
Yeah, like dude's, you know, he's unconscious. Whatever. More loot to share from the one train car that actually took loot. The bandito captain cannot do anything himself. Dom. what the Bandito captain, he is under your control.
I
So that means
believe the dropping the gun was already kind of that action.
yeah. So he
As much
makes
as
a
as much as I
will
would
save,
love
right?
to do another thing right here, I don't believe it is my time to do that yet.
Fair. So he'll make another will check, I believe. What's
Yeah.
the DC on that again? 14.
DC 14, yeah.
14. He gets a 20.
God damn
What
it.
happens?
Damn it.
Is he completely free now?
Let's
Does it
see.
go down to level 1 failure?
You can impose your will on others, forcing them to obey your commands. Targets failing a will resistance check against your effect DC first become dazed, then compelled as they try and fight off your influence, finally with 3 degrees or more. Degrees of failure on resistance. I'm not seeing
Not seeing anything.
anything. Progressive. Target fails. I'm like all of this stuff like explains like if they fail how it works, but it doesn't.
The affliction, target of an affliction makes a resistance check at the end of each turn to remove first and second degree conditions. Third degree conditions require a minute of recovery time, or outside.
And that was only a second degree.
So yeah, so it looks like
I guess he's free then, because it doesn't necessarily
it doesn't say that it goes down by 1. It just says to remove first and second. So yeah, he snaps out of it. But that's at the end of his turn.
I have a lot of things that assist with like stacking it, but not a lot with when it comes to that. So like once I have them on lock, then it's locked down.
Right.
But it's getting them to that third degree is what's going to be tough.
Yeah. So yeah, he kind of like snaps out of it. He's like, "What in the?" He kind of like looks at his gun and then like looks back at the bridge coming up, and you can see him kind of like swear under his breath, and reach down to his belt and grab his grapple gun. The other bandits do the same. Tinkerer, it is your turn. You're still hiding under the legs of an old man, who at this point has noticed you because of the big blast. He's like, "What in the? Don't be looking up my dress, sonny." He's very clearly wearing pants, but he's just like, "What are you doing down there between my legs?"
I was looking for some brass balls. I couldn't find any. I'm gonna crawl out from underneath the chair. And about how high above me are those banditos?
Oh, those guys. The train car itself is probably a 10-foot ceiling. So 10 feet above you.
And is it an action to climb, or is that movement to climb?
Well, it is technically movement, but you can use your action to climb. Like you can. So the way it works is sort of like older editions of D&D, how like you have like your standard action is at the top, and then move actions underneath it, and then free actions are below that, and you can trade down, but you can't trade up.
So I want to climb up.
Okay.
And I want to punch the dude in the face.
Okay. So yeah.
Give me 1 sec here.
DC 10 athletics to climb out of the hole.
That's a 19.
All right, you climb out of the hole.
And I'm gonna look at the bandit captain, grin. You're not getting away that easy.
You're gonna move
and I'm gonna
to there.
Punch him.
Nice.
Yeah. Thank you. I just hadn't moved him. And yeah, I'm just gonna punch him in the face with my prosthetic.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah! 29. You definitely hit. What's your damage, DC? 15 plus your ranks in damage if you don't have it just written down somewhere.
Don't know where my damage is.
Well, if you're just making an unarmed strike without, like, if you don't have like your prosthetic, like that has like a damage on it.
It doesn't have a damage It doesn't have a damage modifier to it. It's just me punching him.
Okay, so then it's just your strength is your ranks of damage. What's your strength score?
Then that would be I have a +3 to strength.
So 15 and 3 is an 18. Toughness roll. He got a 7.
Ooh.
That is
11
what?
difference.
An 11 minus. So that's a 3. I believe 3 degrees of failure because it's above a 10.
Yeah.
I think. No, wait. Is that how it works?
Thought so. I already closed it already, so I'm not looking at it.
Let me see. Conflict. Critical hit, attacks, defense, right?
Oh, so yeah, 10 to 15 is 2 degrees of failure. So he takes 2 degrees of failure on that. This guy becomes 8 as a -1 to further resistances as well. I was gonna move over to the ghost. At this point, that gun is just like it's not resist by anything. The ghost is just gonna just pull that gun over to
That's
himself.
what I wanted. That's why when you're like on a nat 20, it falls off. I'm like, that's not what I want to happen. No, sir. That's where you're like, it's just sitting in the middle of the car. I'm like, oh yes, the fuck it is. Yes, the fuck it is.
So yeah, I'm just gonna grab that. And
Yep.
He gives one of those dramatic winks at the bandit captain. But that is gonna be my turn. Mind Flayer, you're up.
Seeing the situation unfold, instead of trying to control the bandit captain, I want to read his mind. And then depending on the degree of success will kind of determine how far I'm able to go in order to kind of see. So basically what I want to do is I want to try and figure out what are they doing after like the heist? Like where are they taking the money? What
Gotcha.
Where are they going? Because I understand like I can kind of put together that like they're getting the grapple guns, they're getting out on the bridge.
Right.
But to kind of know what the deal is after. So you can read another character's mind to use mind reading. Make an opposed effect check against the result of the target's will check. So what is my effect check then?
So it's a D20 plus your ranks in that effect. Your actual thing should.
That'd be a D20 plus 6 because my mind reading is.
If you open up your you open up the character sheet, and you actually click on the effect itself. To the right of where you calculate the like ranks and stuff, there should be like a thing. Interesting. It doesn't output a roll. Yeah, just roll a D20 and add a 6. We'll figure out the character sheet later on.
Yeah.
So you have to roll, and then I roll a will check.
A will check, yeah.
Well, beat a 3.
8.
You definitely
18.
beat a 3. So mind reading. Jesus Christ.
Degrees of success 1, 2, 3, and 4. How many degrees of success is it for 15?
That is the threshold for 3 degrees of failure. So memories. You can read the subject's memories and recollections. This allows you to perceive them exactly as the target recalls them. 1 memory per round. You can also do personal thoughts and surface thoughts if you prefer those.
Yeah. I think surface thoughts and personal thoughts, I think in my mind, I would basically be thinking like his surface thoughts are I need to get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Personal thoughts, what the fuck is happening? I just lost 2 guys. This heist did not go anywhere what it needed to.
Holy crap, that gnome can hit hard.
So yeah, you're digging for that memory of where like their hideout is or something.
Like what's happening after the heist, what was supposed to happen.
Yeah, you flash in to the actual memory. You see you're in a like an old western style saloon, right? It's very late at night. It's well after closing time. You're kind of like, you know, those saloons that where they've got like you open up into the common room and there's like a bunch of tables all around. There's like a bar over in the corner and like a, you know, a piano against the right hand wall, and like the
Yeah.
bar is like kind of half under the stairs that lead up, and then there's like that balcony second floor where there's like more tables and shit. It's like that
Yep.
style saloon, and you're up on the second floor late at night. There's like oil lamps going and stuff, like lighting up the place. It's the bandit captain. You can see his face. You can see everybody, all the other bandits' faces. And obviously the ghost and shoveler are there as well. There's a big map on the table that you can see, like, you know, we're gonna go from, you know, gonna ride into, you know, the desert, pick up the, you know, the train as it's coming through this ravine over here. Gonna you know, Chad over here, he's got, you know, the tinkering master down. He's get, you know, he's got, you know, this little gnome tinkerer under his thumb, so we're gonna get wing gliders from that, you know, feller to pull off this heist. And you know, once we get to that bridge, we're ziplining off that good old train there. And if we get separated, you know, meet back over here. And he like puts an X like on a like a cave that's like 10 or 12 miles outside the town of Mercy.
Okay, so back the way we originally came.
Yeah, because the train's going to All Haven. He's like, nope, fuck that. We're heading back towards Mercy. Get away from that train.
Makes sense. Does the captain ever, like, does his name ever get dropped in that memory?
You know what? Roll a luck check. Just a flat D20. If you get a 11 or higher, you learn his name.
11 exactly.
11 exactly. Hey, Night Owl Benny, welcome in, friend. You know what, folks? Let me quickly. Here's something I could have left on this whole time, but is now perfect for it. Let me go back to channel points here. Manage rewards. Where is... Name an NPC. I'll turn that on. Hopefully you guys can see that. I don't have a name for this guy. So if anybody wants to toss out a name, come on, Turkey, you're in the game. Let the audience have some fun.
I was gonna redeem Giggle Fart, but apparently I'm
Manny
playing, so
the
I can't do
Manly
that.
Man. We'll give you guys a few more seconds here to throw in the name. But if we don't get anything,
whatever
in the next minute
whatever
or
we
so.
ultimately decide on, I want to just absolutely fuck with him, and over the phone, just like try and make as direct as eye contact as I can from across a fucking train, and just go,
Yeah.
we'll see you real soon. Insert name here, and wink at him through the monocle if he can see from that far.
Jesus,
Just to
Timmy. Guys. You guys.
twinkle toes.
Manly
12. You guys are just having a field day, aren't you?
You guys.
Yeah, I have so many
You
points.
guys.
We're trying to get chat in on it. You know, if we give them a few ideas, they can play.
Oh god.
Whenever we end up deciding his name, I just want to fuck with him.
Yeah.
Basically, see it real soon, because he never said his name and he's been hiding his face the whole time, and just to be like,
Yeah, make it. You can do, let's say, intimidation, and you can get a +5 on that for this.
hey, nice. I don't know how well my intimidation is. My intimidation's up to So I rolled a 4, plus 5, so 9.
5's a 9. His. Well, he rolls a 2.
Nice, dude.
Hey,
So, yeah, it looks like Manny.
Man.
Manny the manly man. Because Turkey got it in there first, and no one else is submitting anything.
I'll see you
Yeah,
soon, Manny.
he like his eyes kind of widen, and he's like, "Oh, what? No, Chaos Cannon.
Yes.
What are you gonna do to kind of wrap up this encounter here?
Well, I'm kind of bored with them now. Like they're in their
They're
boxes.
already bored of.
This is why people don't like me too much. I get bored easy. So I was hoping I could actually jump carts and see what's going on behind me, because I figure if they're robbing one cart, they're gonna rob another.
Yeah.
So could I move? Can I move to the next cart and jump over in there and see what the hell's going on?
Yeah. You can move 30
I
feet.
technically didn't move my last my character on here when I did. But yeah, I would like to move over here.
Yeah, you can move there. When you get into this train car, you can see the shoveler, who's kind of dressed like the banditos, but you can see like he doesn't have the bandana like over his face anymore. And you see him like brandishing a shovel like a weapon. There's a knocked out bandit in the train car, and you look like right above you. You can see there's like some other banditos, and you can like just make out through the thing, from the angle, because you're like right under the hatch. You can see they are grabbing like Batman style grappling hook guns. They're not paying attention to the hatch like at all right now.
So am I in the cart with them?
Yeah, you're inside the train car.
They-
The
they-
three
they don't- they-
banditos that you can see are on top of the train car.
Oh, dang it. But I can see the grappling hooks, right?
Yeah, you can kind of like see their hips and stuff from your angle.
So am I close enough that if I wanted to change their grappling hooks into something that I could?
Do you have transformation as a power?
I think you could probably
I'm just change. I mean, I'm
one thing to one of the grappling hooks as an action, because you can only make one item, right? So
like I was
Yeah.
able to do multiple because of the range with the last
Well,
one.
the last one you created like little honey feather bomb things.
So what if I create something to jam their hooks then? If I can't transform it.
Yeah. Transforms a separate power from create.
Okay, so what if I wanted to create like a big thing of really sticky taffy balls over their grappling hook ends? So they can't, it's not going to grapple to nothing, it's just going to be a big sticky mess. Chewed gum, basically.
Yeah. I'll do that, and I'll say like the stickiness and stuff. They'll have a -5 to the operation of this thing. In fact, not only will it be a -5, they're actually gonna have to make a roll to operate this thing in the first place. Grappling hooks on like inanimate objects are just like a thing that happens. Like the mechanic, like you use like the Batman's like grappling hook for him to like use the swinging style movement that he like, when he swings from building to building. Like that's just like you just fire the grappling hook and swing, right? Like you don't have to make any checks for that. But now that you've like jammed their grappling hooks, not only are they gonna actually have to make a check, it's also gonna be at a -5.
Oh, great. I don't want them thinking they're getting out of here too easily.
Yeah, so you're able to wreck. Thank you for the resubscription, my friend. Not only but you get these three guys right here. You can kind of see you can't really see the Tinker or the Bandit Captain because these guys are like standing in your line of vision. But you definitely get those three guys' grappling hooks all gummed up. That's a movement and a standard action. That's gonna bring us to the end here as we zoom out. Oh god, I zoomed out way too far. As we zoom out here, there the big ol' rock bridge appears as the train starts moving underneath it. The bandit captain, his shit's not all gummed up, so he makes it up to safety on
With him being dazed?
yeah, so dazed is he can only make one action. In this case, his one action is firing that grappling hook.
Yeah.
The other 3 dudes in the back here, I'm gonna move these off to the side real quick. Those guys are unfazed. So they
Get the fuck out.
yeah, they're unfazed, so they also make it to safety of the rock. The other three are gonna have to make technology checks at a -5. So let's roll 3 of these here. Well, that's a failure. That's a failure.
9.
That's a failure. All of their grappling hooks are jammed. The train speeds past this rock. They've missed their exit from the train.
Recalculating.
Right.
Shoot grappling hook in 900 inches.
900.
Recalculating. Make the next available U-turn.
The one guy who's not there's 2 dudes who aren't dazed. They're they look at each other. They look at the guy who's like staggered a little bit, or technically dazed. But you know, who's clearly like injured and shit. And they're just like, rendezvous point. And this guy, the 2 dudes who can still make move actions are gonna basically just open their wings again and just take off, kind of like if you were just to like pull a parachute, you know? They just get ripped off the top of the train. This basically gives them like a slow fall like ability, so they like kind of fly up in the air a little bit. They arc over the back of the train, and then they land just safely like on the train tracks. And Mind Flayer, Ghost, Tinkerer, you can see those guys are all they're just like turning around and running the other way from the train. Just running, back the way the train came. From here, we'll enter back into narrative mode. Mind Flayer, or Tinkerer, you guys are right up there in the fate, with the bandit. Are you guys gonna do anything? Like, he looks like he's going to escape the same way they did, but just a little bit slower.
I'd like to use my technology skill to see if I can dismantle his wings.
Yeah. Roll
At the
technology.
same time,
We'll use that as a like a disarm check, because I don't know what else to do off the top of my head.
20.
That'd be 20.
At this,
Yeah.
oh yeah, damn nice. I was gonna say at the same
Shit,
time, would I be
critical
able to
hit,
try
man.
and
Hell
mind
yeah.
control, in order to try and like stop him from resisting it?
Oh yeah. Go, you do that too. So, the bandit. I'm gonna make a will check first. That is a 15. He resists your thing, but he has to make. Because you're trying to dismantle something on his back, I'm gonna go with agility instead of strength, because he's got to like move out of your way. instead of like try to resist you pulling a weapon out of his arm. Which actually works out in your favor. His agility is worse than his strength. 15 is lower than
15.
a 28. Yeah, you know machinery. You literally like turn your robot hand like into like a Swiss Army, you know, like power drill thing, and you're just like quickly analyze this screw, this screw, this screw. The wings just fall off. just and he's like, oh dang nabbit. The ghost is just like,
where
he's
you
like,
going?
yeah, that's a thing that happened. Chaos Cannon, you can see this happening through the hull. Like you see like the two guys like open their wings and just like parasail like off the back of the train. Like, you know, they fly over the little hatch, but you see you can't see who did it. But you see this other guy go to open his wings and his wings just like fall off. One of them like falls almost into the hatch. Like you almost have to like duck out of its way, but it just gets caught in the wind and like flies off the train. Is there anything that you wish to do? Shoveler, you can't see anything going on. The angle isn't good enough, but you do see a wing fall past the window of the train.
Fair.
And you're aware of like the contingencies and stuff, so you're clearly like one of your cohorts or former cohorts have clearly had a malfunction of something. But
Good.
what are you two doing in there before we move on to the end of this?
Just collapsing my shovel.
Collapsing my shovel. Hell yeah.
Collapsing.
Walk over to this body here and kick it, and then loot it.
Carla Koontz, what are you doing?
Oh, you mean cunts?
Knowing someone who has that last name in real life, I refuse to mispronounce it.
Exactly.
I'm gonna help loot this guy. I'm gonna ask him. I mean, I
Alright.
helped. I'm gonna go search this guy too.
He's just unconscious,
Um,
right?
Yeah, he's
Incapacitated.
unconscious.
I'm gonna introduce myself to Tom here and help the searching of this here feller.
I introduce myself back and tell her that she is very creative and I respect her clothing choices.
The guy on top of the train, unfortunately, Ghost and Mindflayer can't hear this, but he turns to the Tinker. He's like, "You ain't gonna take me alive!" And he's just gonna jump off the side of the train. He's gonna try and tuck and roll. The train's moving too fast to know whether or not this guy's alive or not.
Could I start using one of those special abilities that we haven't touched at all? I want to grab the dude. I want to grab the dude before he has a chance to jump.
Yeah, you can use. I think that would be something that falls under extra effort, maybe. Let me double check here. Extra effort. Action. Gain an additional standard action during your turn, which may be exchanged for a move or a free action. So yeah, you can try grab him too. Yeah. So it's just gonna be your athletics or acrobatics, whichever one you want, versus his athletics or acrobatics.
Another nat 20.
Well, you got a nat 20, and he got 13. You're gonna hold on to this guy. And we're gonna say like you restrain him, you like can tie him up or whatever if you want to like take him captive or whatever. But he's just like, how in the? You're so small. Like what in the? How you doing? And then he like notices like your robotic legs are just like anchored into the roof of the train or something. And he's just like, oh, what in tarnation? Dang, it's supposed to happen this way. With all of the... oh, sorry. Go ahead.
And your little dog too.
Your little with all of the bandits basically taken care of, either gotten away, knocked out, or whatever, you guys successfully captured 4 of them, foiled the plot against 3 of the train cars. They only got away with the loot from the last train car there.
And we get to keep 2.
Yeah, you roll on in. Well, keeping 2.
I know we can't keep them, but you
may
know.
or may not. Well, because when you guys you finish your journey, with another like 2 hours or so to go on your journey, down into Allhaven, you guys pull into the train station, and I say it's only hard to keep them as pets because clearly there are like a dozen or so other people on this train who are like, yeah, these guys tried to rob us, and
Well, we
these
can drop them
people
off at the human pound.
and yeah, like he's like, these guys tried to rob us, and these 5 people over here tried to save us. Can someone call the sheriff? And so they find, the local authorities. I don't know. Do you release them from your box things?
It's not a question you ask a lady, but
Well, you put them in boxes.
yes, I'm going to yeah, I'll release them from the boxes into the sheriff's custody.
Okay. So
I will also, as the sheriff is like collecting the captives, I want to relay the information of Manny the Manly Man and the rendezvous cave, to hopefully be thwarted.
Awesome. Yeah. He is.
I'm also going to give Ghost back the phone because I realize I've been still holding on to that this whole time.
Yeah, he's
like, yeah, you can have this back. This is not mine.
Well, it is. Much obliged, sir. He kind of tips his hat to you and says, the name's Calvin Beck, and he sticks his hand out to like shake your hand.
Dr. Fatendrum, at your service.
What was that? Can you speak up a little? He's like, I'm just joshing with you. He slaps you real hard on the shoulder. He's like, nice to meet you, Doc. He's like, sorry about all of that. I don't think I'll be rolling with that posse no more. Didn't realize that it was a train full of people. I don't make a habit of robbing people.
Considering that you just shot back and forth at each other, I would assume that you were not going to still work with him. I would be very surprised if that was the case.
Yeah, Manny ain't the forgiving type.
Behind Dr. Fatendrunk and give him a big old kidney punch. Hey! How's it going?
I like your style, little man.
I can't reach your shoulder, so I got you. Yeah, hi. How's it going?
It's like you did some pretty good work up there on the top of the train.
I like to use my height to my advantage.
I can see that. He kind of like takes you over to the shoveler and who's talking to Chaos Cannon. He says, "Well, this is my buddy Tom here. We're normally prospecting, but things have been hard going recently. So fortunately, we've rustled up with that bad posse of folk."
Well, howdy.
I
am
You're prospecting gold out of pockets?
I am the shoveler. Well, no, we don't prospect gold out of innocent people's pockets. We don't rob people. Things have been hard. We thought we was robbing a banking train. Turns out, not the truth.
Is the shoveler saying this as he is currently looting his incapacitated friend?
No,
Well, I hope
this is like 2 hours later. We're in the town of
Okay.
Allhaven. The train is
I just would have found it like I do not take any money off of other people.
yeah.
Innocent.
Like as he's currently looting.
Well, he's a bad guy. It's okay.
Yeah, he is.
Um,
I feel like
Yeah.
the term "bad guy" is very loose in this current situation.
Listen,
I just got
morality
kicked
is
by
a
my
spectrum.
friend.
What did you say your name was? Fat and Drank? Is that your name, Doctor?
Fatendrum. He
Fat.
gets mad when you call him fat.
Yeah,
Fighting
pretend
drunk.
And I'm just gonna call you Doctor.
Can I just call you drunk?
I appreciate your assistance back there on that train.
Do you always have to go for the kidney? It really fucking hurts.
It's your
Well,
attention.
Sorry, Shoveler. Do you got a name? Why am I using your accents? What the fuck? I noticed he's just gently getting into the southern accent.
The southern accent is an empathetic accent. It's easy to pick up.
It's
Well,
true.
Very true.
Yes.
Yeah, Calvin says, well, I mentioned my name, Calvin Beck. This is my friend Tom Thomas. I'm not sure who this lovely lady is, but
Carla Kuntz. I don't think I'll be making your acquaintance that long, to be honest. But I've had a good time today. It's been an adventure. Kind of bored now,
What's your
though.
hair color?
Well, yes, ma'am. You're real creative, and I do respect your choice of dress.
Thank you. I respect your shovel.
Oh, well,
I do like a good spooning.
Thank you so much. I also love my shovel. I mean, thank you, ma'am.
Alright,
Calvin
well,
does like a
I'm-
look of just
I'm
a flash
going
of
to-
PTSD of those nights on the prairie of just how much he loves that shovel.
It's
Well,
true.
I don't know whether to cut the sexual tension between you and her or you and your shovel. Either way, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but they still got away with a train car's worth of gold, valuables,
Oh.
whatever.
I
Just
wasn't
say, guys,
worried
we
about
should
that.
really pay attention because this is his angry voice.
Oh.
Yes, as he
The thing
Hey,
is,
Wait a minute. Wait
So
a
you
minute.
get-
There was a robbery?
but there was.
People took stuff. I just thought we were having fun and pigeoning people and bird. I didn't know people got stuff stolen.
You're a real character.
That's
Um,
unfortunate.
So yeah, the sheriff, if you like turn him in, and Dr. Fatendrunk, you told him about like the hideaway, right? He says,
yeah, I told him about the hideaway.
yeah, he says, well, much obliged there, citizen. I'm sure we will. I'll send a missive out to Mercy and let them know. But I'm sure they'll send their best men to rustle them up. If not, if they can't handle it, I'm sure they'll put a bounty out on old Manny and his gang. But I do think you fine folks for rustling up these roustabouts. I do think that your stay at the inn for the next couple of nights and your drinks will be on the city, Allhaven.
Wow,
Protecting
thank
its
you.
citizens. Just let the saloon owner know to send the bill my way. So he tips his hat, and he says, "Round them up, boys. Let's throw these guys in the hooscow." And his deputies each take a guy, and they're walk off to the sheriff's office down there, and throw him in the clink.
Look to the sky. Is the sun setting?
Yes, of course it is.
I am going to walk off into the sunset.
I'm
Out
going
into
straight
the,
to
out
the
into the
blue.
prairie, just out.
Yeah. I heard the man. We got to get as much drinks and food as we can for free.
Yeah,
I ain't never said no to free liquor.
You walk off, air quotes, into the sunset towards the tavern or a
Towards
the
saloon or
saloon.
something.
Towards the saloon.
As you guys pass through, I'm not gonna give like a full description of Allhaven because we're all kind of DMs here, but I assume being the big town here, there's probably multiple taverns and saloons, whatever. We pass by the sheriff's office. There's like a big bulletin, board there with like a bunch of wanted posters and general like town, news kind of bulletins plastered up there. It is a lively city, horse-drawn carriages, some steam carriages without horses. You even see like robotic steam horses. There's just like all crazy sort of steampunk western things. You see like on the porch of one of the saloons like this old gray long bearded fellow in a tall pointed hat smoking a pipe and like breathing out like weird creatures in the smoke. The pipe kind of like itself glows. There's an air of magic and mysticism in this town, and I look forward to the next episode of this one. I am not the DM, but for us here at the Approved Adventures of Allhaven, I'm gonna say that was a pretty successful first session. It went way longer than what I expected, and I apologize for that.
We did say 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did think it was going to be 2.5 hours. It turned out to be 3 hours and 15 minutes. Hopefully, as we get more used to combat and what we can do, things will start moving a little faster. But yeah, I tossed up the good old team links there. Go follow everybody on the stream team. We have here with us tonight Dragons in the Dining Room, Dungeonsanddom, Spooky Sprinkles, and Turkey Terror of the Grouchcouch, and myself. Goedirt, unfortunately, was not here this week, but do go give him a follow as well. And we'll see you guys next Thursday. We should probably find someone to raid too, right? While I'm finding someone to raid, Theko,
Talk
what
about
are you
this-
doing? Yeah, what are you doing over the next week, Theko?
Well, we have a major event going on tomorrow. We have our 24-hour charity stream that is starting at 2 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow. We will be playing community games, D&D, have a bunch of giveaways, all for the Second Harvest Food Shelf to raise money to help them out, as they have been covering almost the entirety of the northern third of Minnesota, helping people out in need. So we're going to help them in return.
Hell yeah.
Love that.
Dom, what do you have going on this week?
Not much on my channel. Sunday I'm gonna pick back up on my Borderlands 3 playthrough. And then other than that, it's mostly me and other places. Joe tomorrow night is hosting a battle royale D&D little thing. So we're basically a bunch of level 20 characters are thrown into a hole and fight to the death. So I'll be on that. Joe will be DMing that.
Cool.
So super excited for that. And then Saturday is the return of these Yhander Darkest Dungeon airs, which our Sunday DM will be DMing. That'll also be on Goedirt's channel.
Very cool. Spooky, what you got going on in the next?
I'm backed up. I've been doing Valentine commissions. They look like this. I'm doing hand-painted Valentine cards for people. Besides that, new changes coming. I'm starting a community prompt thing in my Discord, so we're going to be doing a bi-weekly art prompt and then art showcase in my stream every other Friday to show off everyone's art and help promote other artists through my stream. And when we're not doing that, it's going to be community Animal Crossing nights the other Fridays. So Friday nights are now community nights on my channel.
I love it.
That's the new stuff.
Turkey, what you got going on with the Grouchcouch?
Do good stuff, man. Very good stuff. This Sunday is episode 4 of our brand new campaign, the Mad King. We're doing our giveaway this Sunday, it being the 4th episode. It's going to be sweet. We're very excited about all that stuff. We're still doing improvs on Wednesdays for improv nights with couches anyway. Of course, recently, been hosted by the old Donaldson right here above me. I've been doing things on my personal channel. I started a brand new series of doing a Pokemon Nuzlocke, which I've always wanted to do, and I'm very excited to be doing it because I'm a big Pokemon fan. So I'm doing that on my personal channel. I don't know if I'm doing it tomorrow. I probably am, and then I'll be rating one of you lovely folks because you guys got some amazing other streams going on as well. Yeah, it's just fun. It's just good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Really, yeah.
I'm still debating about getting a Switch to play the new Pokemon game because I really, really want to play it, but it's such a hard sell for me because all I want to play are Pokemon and Zelda. I'm not a big fan of Nintendo.
Hey Falsham, I'm gonna message you in Discord after this. I got an offer for you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
think
Shoot
you'll
me a message
yeah.
there.
I'll shoot you a message.
Who should we raid before I go through my spiel so I can get the timer started and stuff?
This Folsham art tit fucker's still on.
Yeah,
Right?
I rated
that
Folsham last night. He's a good lad.
Yeah, real nice guy.
I don't have anybody on my follow list that's doing like tabletop. The only tabletop stream right now is TT2KB, but he's doing.
They're playing Among Us.
Yeah, they're not doing tabletop.
Hey, it's Dale says Dungeons and Dragons.
No, Dale.
It's not.
Online.
Online? It says he's online. What the hell?
Yeah.
We just want to
Slow burn RP. The cake is out
Yeah.
to lie.
They're playing D&D.
The slow burner RP.
We love Dale.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Dale.
Hey, it's Dale.
With 2 Y's.
Yeah.
Oh, but he looks like he's playing.
Did he just go to a screen?
Is he playing something?
No, he literally had a whole party of people there. It just went to a screen.
Oh, they're 4 hours in. They're ending, I think.
Probably.
Oh.
Pick
So
someone.
let's find. Yeah. Let's just find someone in the TTRPG tab and.
Oh no, they're back. What the fuck? No, they're ending.
I'm
Okay.
so confused.
It's over.
As am I.
Is over.
Twitch is just dumb. Maddie Morgs is on. He was pretty cool. They're doing D&D. Yeah, D&D stuff. A lot of their streams is workshops and stuff. What is it right now though? It's
figurines and character building.
All right. Well,
I don't know what he's doing. Fantasy Winter Holiday Creation Workshop, new players and questions. So yeah, they just help talk D&D with a lot of people.
looks like he's maybe opening minis or something. No.
Not
Yeah,
sure.
we need to raid somebody, so we'll raid Maddie Morgs. That's fine with me. But while I'm typing in all that good stuff, raid Maddie Morgs. Joel Sola is on. Good God, yeah, that's where I want to. Folsham Art channel right here, where you guys are watching right now. Tomorrow I'll be doing some character art on stream. I got to do some more of that stuff tonight for the season 2 intro video to our Saturday D&D 5th edition campaign. This Saturday starts season 2. We get to find out where all of our characters from last season ended up after saving Santa Claus, the Knockem Dragon, aka Santa Claus. What happened with that over our season finale last December. Lots of crazy shit has happened in the party. Some people have switched subclasses. Some people have multi-classed. There have been downtime activities that have happened. And it plans to be a pretty crazy second season. So 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on Saturday is the start of season 2. I will be on sometime tomorrow. I'm hoping 3 p.m. Eastern. It may be a little later because I'm going to be up late doing character art tonight as well. But that is what I've got going on in the next couple of days. Thank you so much, everybody who came out. We will see you next time. Raid now.